Good evening, everyone. Well, Japan Champions League, difficult track list. I made it look really difficult on Thursday, didn't I? Got Dylan with me as well in
Hello.
the comms box. He's ready to fill in if someone turns up late. But who are we waiting for at the moment? Aston Martin we're waiting for. Death Dragon, he has said he's on his way though, so he's all good. He'll be in. And the other one is a Red Bull. I think that's Chalkers. He's in the comments, but he's not in the blooming lobby, so I don't know if it's, I think he was in. I don't know if he's kicked him or what,
He
but
he was in, but he was kicked.
yeah, it's just waiting on Chalks and Death Dragon to get himself back in, and then we'll be good to go. Been a great, yeah. Death Dragon saying he's got a minute here, that's fine. They're both in the comments, both active. There's going to be a full grid, a full 20. Oh, there's, it might be Nunda actually. Is Nunda just all in the lobby? Yeah, Nunda's now in the lobby. Chalk is in too. Nunda needs to select his car, as he just has. Yeah, it's just Death Dragon and great to put a full grid. This is why, obviously, like I say, with many drivers in this league, unfortunately, have bottled it this season and just backed out. So, yeah, we've obviously promoted a lot of drivers from other leagues in the Championship and Premier League, like Mushroom, KD, Keza Immortal, all from the Championship. And we got Max and Tommy and, yeah, from the Premier League. So 6 drivers been promoted to have second seats, and it's been absolutely brilliant for this league. Stability, no whole amounts of reserves every week. It's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah, just wait for Chalkers to get in, and then we're good
Chalkers
to
in.
go. He's in, is he? Yeah, oh yeah, Chalkers
Yep.
is in, isn't he? Who's not in then? Someone else has
DJ.
gone now. Oh yeah, oh shit, it's DJ. Sorry, Chalkers. Completely forgot. Yeah, that's why I need someone to help me on commentary. But yeah, Sam
Marathon
Swift
Bradfield.
and V Robin and Mercedes. Sam last week, he looked really good, didn't he? He had some great pace last week. Thought he couldn't put it together for too much. V Robbie podium last week, first of the season. Got the pace all had the pace all season. Finally managed to put it together though, didn't he? Red Bull team, Keza definitely got the potential to challenge towards the top. Obviously, news is Black Box is no longer in the league. He's been unable to make the Saturday now, so the title race it's a straight shootout between Lynx and Sly Guy. Talking to Lynx, he's in the McLaren alongside his new teammate Shadders. Death Dragon, Immortal and Aston Martin. Death Dragon's got 3 minutes to get himself in. Sloth and Siege in the Alpine, ever present, aren't they? Racing every race. Mushroom now in the Ferrari. He's partnering Nunda. Alpha Tauri team got Menace Max and Arda. Arda's unfortunately not made a lot of races this season. Hopefully he can next season. Sly Guy now for Romeo and Sully. Back-to-back races for Sully. Good to see what he can do. He had a great race last week, didn't he? And then the Haas team, Epic the Animal, had a lot of bad luck this season, unfortunately. Otherwise he'd be right up there, I think, with Sly Guy and Lynx. And Engine the Haas. Inconsistent, I'd say, but when he's on form, he is really, really good. And then Williams, KD, and Tommy, two of those drivers we were speaking about have been promoted, and Death Dragon's joining now, so that'll flick up to 20 in a minute. Of course, it's my first. I don't have a full teammate, do I? Saying that yet. Mushroom's your teammate. We've got a full 20 tonight. Everyone's racing. First time this season, I think, in any league. Yeah, there we go. He is now winning. So we're all good to go. Flash your ready up and let's go. Of course, I know it's spoken about. I think the Haas drivers are speaking to each other in the lobby, aren't they? Get yourselves in a party, boys, before people get pissed off of you. That's probably exactly what they're trying to do. But yeah, of course, I've not been in the commentary since the announcement on Wednesday night that we will be merging with ALR next season. Hyperdrive eSports starting middle of January, well, beginning to middle of January, 7 nights a week, be absolutely fantastic. Literally just got off Microsoft Excel, putting all the grid together for next season, and there's already looking pretty full in all 7 leagues. I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I think every single driver in this lobby, Sly Guy. I'm not sure Sly Guy. Obviously, he was in the comms last night, but not sure if he'll have a race next season because he's got his exams, so he might need to focus on that towards the end of the season. But we'll try and swing him into doing it. We managed to swing him into doing commentary, so we've got to try our best to do that as well. But yeah, everyone else is already looking in line for a seat next season. I'm not sure if Andeng's just voted actually. But yeah, so looking forward to that. But we've still got 4 races left this season, starting with Japan here today. Pit 1 already up, and otherwise we'll just be sat here all night. Keza, Lynx, Nunda and Death Dragon all doing the right thing. Fucking be sat here all night. I want to go to bed at some point. Immortal and Shadows got the memo. Come on. Just ready to fuck up.
I gotta let them know.
Yeah, well, they should be ready up now. They've got a messenger in Discord as well, so thanks to Dylan. Note to self: I've never been late. Saying Death Dragon. Well, they weren't late today. We start at 7:30. You got to be in by 7:25, just so we know that you're turning up. Unless you've said you're going to be a minute or two late, then that's fine. As long as you are in before 1:30, which is the go time. Just because last season are just people taking the piss, really, not turning up. I think Cowie in the Premier League has already had a race ban for voting and then not showing up. And he did it again last night, so I think his seat's under threat. And it's unlikely you get a seat next season. It's what I mean, it's a luxury of doing it now. Towards the end of the season, if you don't vote, if you're just going to be a knobhead, not vote or change it, or don't let us know that you can't make it, you ain't having a seat. As simple as that.
It's a lot cloudy here in Japan.
Let's have a look what the weather's going to be like then. Yeah, it's cloudy, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
Wonder what the weather's going to be like in the race. That's where it matters. Even the Theo, even the Mrs. Vintage. And Death Dragon was running back. Oh god, I bet you enjoyed that. But what a strong grid we got tonight. I'm looking forward to this. I'll be honest with you, I hate this track. I hate it to drive at. I hate it to commentate at. Well, not hate it, that's strong. But it's one of the more boring tracks. Like I say, I know people say, "Oh, you won Thursday," and you're saying you hate it. I'm not. I'm not saying I'm bad at it. I just don't enjoy racing it. I feel on edge all the time. It's just driving around the track really so hard to overtake. But
go
on.
To be fair, I hate this track as well, especially around quality. It just the first sector itself is a killer altogether. Yeah. If you clip even one curb, you're gone.
Exactly. Evening to Lucy as well. Oh, evening to Dylan's voice on my stream. A couple of cars now coming out. So we probably do have that 40-second glitch. Max has retired, so Max opted to start last. I don't blame him. I started last on Thursday, and that's the strategy that won me the race in the end. Yeah, I did 15 laps on the softs, just staying out in front. Track position around here is key. Tommy's retired as well. He's opting to start the back. This could be a very boring Q1. People are just going to retire in the pits. I think Mushroom might do the same. Not too sure, but we only have a couple of places up for grabs. I think Epic the Animal's letting someone through. That's Sly Guy. We're looking forward to see one of his laps. Yeah, I think Epic the Animal looks a little bit laggy. Yeah, Epic the Animal, he does tend to lag a little bit. He had a huge crash last week, didn't he, Epic the Animal? And that was, I think, it's a collision with Black Box, wasn't it? But it's just, he lagged into Black Box's car, which sent him into the wall in France. Mushroom has also retired, so yeah. Obviously, everyone below still needs to set a lap to get ahead of those drivers that are retired. But there's still obviously two places up for grabs. Well, not up for grabs really, but there's going to be two cars going out alongside Max, Mushroom and Tommy. 100 bits from DJ Death Dragon. Thank you very much, mate. Death Dragon, I think he's one of those that is right up there in terms of the bits. Swan Shanks is the top. I don't think I'm too far behind now, but Death Dragon's up there as well. I'll get a look at that soon. But thanks, Death Dragon, our F2 admin and our Aston Martin driver. He's in the pits at the moment. Obviously he's in the pits, otherwise he wouldn't be able to be on his phone, would he? He's third. Death Dragon's third. So yeah, he's trying to keep in that top three for the bits, isn't he? So strategy, medium soft round here. What about Dylan? What did you go for yesterday?
Medium soft. I gone for. I felt like what do you call it? When I switched to softs, worn softs, it's like don't have pace around here. To be fair,
no,
didn't have it. It's just one of them things. It's just either degradation could play a key part from qualifying if you made it through to Q3.
Exactly, that's
with
another one of
tyre
the main
wear.
reasons why starting towards the back gives you an advantage. You're on fresh tyres. Top 10 obviously not on fresh tyres. So I'm 5k away saying Death Dragon, oh, I'll get there eventually, don't you worry. Chalkers, well, I don't know if that was a bit of a slipstream he was giving Sly Guy there, or that was interesting place for them to get
It
close there.
does.
But anyway, Sly Guy's lap has been fantastic. I think he said he's not a big fan of this track, but he certainly was a big fan of his comms last night. That was absolutely brilliant. Enjoyed listening to that. Anyway, here he goes then, Sly Guy. He's in sector 3 now. Last little section, so easy to invalidate over these little corners. Easy to lose traction here and go flying into the pit wall. They're still in those all too well from ALR. Sly Guy across the line.
Yeah.
128.3 then is the first time set from Sly Guy. Epic the Animal is only 2 temps off. 2.5 temps off. Chalker's just started his lap. KD's a bit further back. They're the only ones on their laps at the moment. But interesting start. Yes, doesn't look like Sly Guy's going to be huge amounts in front, but even still, it's a long way, isn't it? To get up to his level in the race pace. Obviously, if you're gaining 2.5 temps every lap, you're going to be a while in front, even still. And bits from Lucy as well. 245 bits from Lucy, and that started the hype train as well. Thank you very much, Lucy. KD is in the pits then. Sam's retired. Sam's retired in the pits too, so another one opting to start last. There's 4 retired now. I think everyone else is going to be through at this right now. Just need to set a time. It's going to be a very boring Q1 session, this.
Everyone going to do the Dan Murphy tactic.
Or Wilson tactic, that's what we call it now.
Or Wilson tactic now, because he won from Thursday.
Yeah, if I'm winning from starting last, it must be powerful. I wouldn't win if I was on pole. There's no way I would have won. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Anyway,
Chalkers.
yeah, Chalkers, as you can see now on his lap. 16, 17 is really, really awkward, this. Especially if someone dives down the inside of you. Just bad for getting a good exit to go down onto the straight then. Chalkers in the Red Bull then. He's going to be a little bit off the pace here. He crosses the line. He is about a second off Sly Guy, but don't forget the only 2 times set so far apart from Chalkers were Sly Guy and Epic the Animal, so pretty hard competition. And then has invalidated his time. Nunda in sector 2. Sly Guy gone again? No, he's in the pits. Waiting for the next car to cross the line or do a whole lap run through with somebody. Who is it going to be? AC Immortal's about to start his lap. Here we go, then we'll watch him. Yeah, they're a full-time replacement for Black Box. Oh, for goodness sake, why do an outlap and then come in the pits, Immortal? We're about to watch his... Oh, well, that's interesting, Immortal. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. I don't think he's got a front wing on that car anymore, but...
Keza about to start a lap.
Where's
He's on
Keza? Keza's on outlap. Yep, we'll watch Keza then. Who's that ahead? Is that Nunda in a Ferrari? Yeah, Nunda's obviously made a mistake on his lap, but Keza on his outlap and engine is further back. It still says Immortal. Immortal's just gone through the pits and come straight back out. He's just... Oh no, Immortal's going to have to leave. He reserved last night. He's got the desync again. His car's doing things that it's not doing. Immortal's going to have to leave, unfortunately. He's saying he's on a 7-minute lap. And yeah, nothing's registering for him, unfortunately. So yeah, Immortal, unfortunately, mate, you're going to have to leave. Anyway, Kez on his lap. He's going into turn 1. He's now going through the S sections. Really, really awkward. Immortal has left the session, unfortunately. Clip any of these curves and you could be in big trouble. And this is the one you can really lose the rear end. Don't clip the inside curve. You can't go too wide though, otherwise you lose the rear end. He's done well here, Keza. He's about to go in then. Turn 8, turn 9. Yeah, not bad. Liking that as he goes under the bridge past 130R and down into this hairpin. Really awkward hairpin. So easy to lose traction and go into the wall off this one. But no, he's kept under control nicely. Yeah, I lost it on them Thursday. No one saw Sly Guy's improve his time by another 10th. No one saw. I had a little moment. I lost 3 positions coming out of turn 9 down to 130R. Just lose. I think Farah tapped me from behind. It sent me off the track. Obviously got no damage, which was good and lucky. But yeah, managed to stay out of the wall. Only lost 3 places, but safety car came out soon after, which was lucky. Even a Dobrev and AC don't know what a dodgy Irish internet. No, it's just. It's nothing to do with Dylan Hostin. It's purely. It's happened to Immortal before, unfortunately.
It's happened to me in the Russia race in this league.
Nunda, by the way, went 3rd, and then Kez has just gone up to P4, but he's over a second off the pace at the moment. of Sly Guy. Just see Mercedes. There's V Robbie now crossing the line. Watch his lap too. Some cars now going for the medium. Yes, Sully's on a lap on the mediums. Arda's going to do attack. Sloth's going to try and get through on the intermediates, hoping that somebody else retires in this session. Or maybe knowing that somebody else is going to retire. I'm not sure if he's seen anyone say it in the comments or in party or what, but
I only seen Epic the Ammo retire in the pits, but he definitely safe with that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I think none of the Kesser and Chalkers will be safe for those times as well. I think they're pretty safe. Sully, possibly. Yeah, that's where I lost it. Anyway, that curb, really awkward. In terms of time penalties round here, you can't get too. KD set a slower lap. Again, close to Sully. Sully's time was on the mediums, by the way, so very impressive from Sully. V Robbie's backed out of his lap. Arda's on the medium tyres, going slow. And Lynx up to P. Who's out off the track? I think that's Sully. Yeah, Sully getting away. But Lynx goes up to P2 then, in the McLaren. And Sly Guy says Lynx is favourite. He said that earlier on in the stream. Not too sure if that's bluff from him, because that early time from Sly Guy looking very good. He's ahead of Lynx at the moment. And Lynx and Epic the Animal in a tight battle for second. That looks like a top 3. Used to be a top 4. It's been a top 4 for many months now. And the 4th man, Blackbox in the comments saying, go on AC, win this for me. And AC Immortal is not in the session at the moment, of course, because of that desync problems he had last night. Death Dragon invalidate his lap. Just make sure you get a lap set on the board. Shadows, I'm not sure if he's going to be coming out, but Immortal obviously is one in danger at the moment. And Denge now on the lap as well. Now, he's just messaged me on Discord as well, saying he has now voted for next season. Brilliant. After this race, I'll add him to the spreadsheet and see where he's going to be. Yeah, it'd be great to have him again. Obviously, remembered much for that race he had in Azerbaijan. He's very good at street circuits, isn't he, Andenge? And whilst Japan isn't, it's not street circuit, of course, but it's very narrow, so this could be a good one for Andenge. Sloth set a time then on those inters. Arda did set a slow time. Yeah, just make sure you get a time on the board, then you've got a chance going through. Because obviously 4 cars below them already that have retired. KD's retired as well. He thinks he's safe that time. Pretty sure he will be as well. That means top 7 are safely through for definite, unless they crash on another lap, which we've seen happen before. And then Zen breaks down to 17 and through 18. Be careful on the acceleration, because that hill is so awkward. Swinging into the pits, he crosses the line, he's up to P4. Solid lap there, just ahead of Keza and Nunda. A few attempts off his teammate. Good lap there from Andenge. Keza did improve his time, by the way, must have done, because he has found a few more attempts and got into 128. Arda is going again then, Sloth on these intermediates.
DJ is on the lap.
DJ, he is on the lap, yes. Invalidated, of course, his first run. So he's a 2-lap old softs he's on now. Even in the Kieran as well. If I change my connection, this problem will solve. So anymore. I've not got a clue, mate. I've really not got a clue. Watching his teammate now. But it happened last night. It happened a couple of weeks ago, I think, for Immortal as well. Same problem.
Blame my Irish internet, that's what it is.
Yeah, a little bit wide there for Death Dragon. Don't clip that inside curve, that'll fly you into that red and white barrier on the left hand side. Or red, white and green. As Arda goes up to P6 on the medium tyres. That's a great lap from Arda. What's the gap between the soft and mediums here, do you know? I didn't qualify,
probably half a second, or probably half a second.
So it's not too big round here. Obviously USA is about a second and a half it's close to, but if it's only half a second round here, that's not yeah, explains that lap from Arda on the mediums. As Death Dragon crosses the line up to P11. Not safe there, because B, Robbie, Sloth, you'd expect to set better time. Siege and Shadows on laps, and Immortal back in the session. So Death Dragon's definitely not safe there. KD's definitely not safe there either. I'm
expecting Slavic going on the softs or even the mediums, because he's definitely not safe. Even if Immortal will get back in the session, I think he will go to the softs or mediums.
Sly Guy then is retired. Can he get in the 127s for Q3? Should he make it to Q3? I've got a funny feeling he will. Oh, what is this? What is all that flashing? All the leaderboard keeps flashing. What is going on? Siege crossing the line is up to P9.
Immortal must have got back in the session.
Yeah, he's never done that before.
No. He's not done that in the race.
Strange that. I mean, it normally just flashes it all when the times come back in the race, or just flashes, but it flashed about 10 times. Oh, strange game. Yeah, Siege up in 9th, he's safety through. Sully, yeah, like I say, Sully, you almost know, now he's going to start on the softs. Same with Arda as well, because, well, that's if they make it through from Q2. They'll go for softs in Q2 to try and get through on, because they've used only one allocated set of mediums in Q1. Shadows enters. Death Dragon went up to P10. Good that there from Death Dragon on his second one. That really changes things. Shadows up to 13th. He's definitely in danger. Robbie back on his outlap. Then Sloth is still sat in the pits. Immortal is now on an outlap. Hopefully this works for him. Link has retired. He's safety through as we know. Need to hardwire your internet, Vintage saying. Vintage pretending he's a tech geek. Yeah, anyway, not had time to go through the standings yet, have we? Got a few cars on their outlap, so a few minutes left in the session. Good opportunity to go through them. Champions League standings in. In the lead is Lynx, 5 points ahead of Sly Guy. And with no black box anymore, it's sent a gap of 103 points down to Weppet the Animal in third. He's on 105, 3 points ahead of Sloth. Sam's 5th, Tommy's 6th, Max 7th, Arda 8th, Keza 9th, Siege 10th. And then towards the bottom, KD and Shatters, but obviously the relegation.
Oh,
and Sully. What's he done? Why
he crashed in the pit entry?
You can see where his car is on the track. Ninja's on his outlap. We'll see it if he catches up to it. But there's no need to do that. He's safety through. I don't know why Sully's done that. His car's disappeared, unfortunately, so we won't be able to see it. But what is the need for the risk? It's safety through.
Yeah.
Big mistake there from Sully.
Spot on that one, because no need.
Oh, there's a wheel there in the middle of the track, which Immortal's just run through. Hopefully this works now for Immortal. But yeah, as we were saying, obviously relegation doesn't matter now, as you know, really, because there's going to be a complete remix of the grids for next season. Well, I say complete remix. Some of them will say similar, because a lot of people can only make the same days, but there will be mixes about. So, and it wouldn't be fair to relegate reserves that have just come to fill up seats for the second half of the season. So no real relegation. What we are looking for is who is going to get that trophy for being a champion in the Champions League. That's the main thing that matters now. As for everyone else, just about trying to get as many points as they can, trying to win the races, enjoying the races. That's what it's about now. There's only 2 people under a lot of pressure now, and a Sly Guy and Lynx, and we know pressure does not mean a lot, particularly to Sly Guy, as I'm sure he's told you in many interviews. Decent that from Immortal then, and yeah, well, he only needs, well, if he's guaranteed to get through if he gets a 129.6, I should think he'll get that with the pace he's got, as long as he doesn't have any more connection issues before he gets to the end of his lap. Pretty sure he's not going to invalidate. There's only 2 more corners possible now for him to do that. Into 17 and 18. Chalkers and Siege, I don't know why they're on an outlap. They're risking crashing out, as we've just seen Sully do. I said someone would do it. I told you. Yeah. Someone was going to do it. And it happened. Immortal. Deep braking zone there. Switches back in. Nice there from the Aston Martin. Yeah, it doesn't crash into the wall. And Immortal's up to 10th. Yeah, I think Sully just went flying into that wall when that hill goes down, but Immortal saved it through. It's between Shadows and Sloth. What can Shadows do? He's back across the line. He goes up and he's through. He will be through because he's ahead of KD now. So because KD's time is quicker than Sully, KD is really 15th. So it's between Sloth and KD now. Sloth improves on his time when he starts his lap, or when he finishes his lap. He will knock KD out if he gets 129.7 or below. It's going to be tough. Through the first couple of S's then. This one's the hardest one. You clip that left barrier and go flying into that wall. This one the same again as well. Clip the left barrier in the wall. Wide line around. Clip that left barrier in the wall. Clip that left curve in the wall. Or in the barrier. That's nice there from Sloth. He doesn't need to take too many risks really, because as we said, he's definitely got the pace. Oh, he's lucky not to invalidate there. I think he dipped the left rear into the gravel. Under the bridge then. Down into the deep break. Great opportunity to make a move down here as well. I made a couple down there on Thursday, down the inside. It was a very wide corner. And as you get back on and open the steering wheel up, it soon gets very, very narrow again. So easy even just to lose the car driving on your own down here. Swoops in and don't touch that curb on the left hand side. take a little bit of the outside curb. Again, don't clip the left-hand curb, open the car up nicely, almost 4 wheels over. Lovely there from Sloth and the Alpine. He's got McLaren a little bit further in front. I'm pretty sure there'll be no problem him getting out of the way, and Shadows does that nicely. Always, I wouldn't dare touch that curb, but a lot of drivers have been so far, and they're a lot better than me, clearly. Sloth turns in there, 17, and he's close to invalidating there. Just got to escape this last little dip, and Sloth's about to cross the line. Will he knock KD out? Yes, he will. KD's out then. In fact, we've got 6 drivers out. Max will start 20th, Mushroom 19th, Sam in 18th, Tommy in 17th. KD, I don't know why he retired so early. KD is going to be out in 16th, and Sully, obviously with that crash as well, will be out in 15th. And we're just seeing Chalk has improved as well, but look at the difference in the end between Shadows and KD. That was the difference between going out or not. In fact, there was less than a tenth between 4 cars: Death Dragon, Shadows, Sully and KD, so incredibly close there between them. New follower, Chazza, thanks for the follow, mate. Chazza, of course, with us when we were on YouTube a couple of seasons ago. Yeah, absolutely reunited. I'm pretty sure he'll be one of the drivers. Pretty sure it'll be on the Sunday for him as well next season, which will be Division 1. Follower number 1050 as well. And yeah, of course, do not worry if you're sat here watching and you're not in the server. Every race will be streamed live on a Twitch from Monday to Sunday, which you'll be pleased to know is all 1050 of you can still watch us on here.
It's like a whole family, 150,050 followers.
150,000 followers. Wow,
yeah.
I wish. But yeah, 40 of you watching at the moment. Hope you're all enjoying this. I mean, Q1's a bit boring, of course, with 4 people opting to start at the back, but what can you do? It's their choice. And like I say, this game as well, so many people making mistakes, especially at a track like Japan where it's tight and narrow. I've still not heard a weather forecast for the race, but yeah, where it's like that, people opt to start last, just like I did on Thursday. That's what won me the race on Thursday. Starting last, staying out of trouble as much as possible, getting a choice of strategy. If you're towards the back, you can just do the opposite to the cars in front of you. So much easier. And it's more fun for me as well. And Death Dragon has been following for 469 days. It's just popped up. I don't know how that's popped up, but brilliant. Dobrev saying Sloth was way faster last year. Sloth was at the beginning of the season. He won a race. He won in Austria, didn't he? He was really competing towards the top with Lynx and Black Box. He just seems to have fallen off, hasn't he, Sloth, unfortunately. But he just needs to get the consistency back. That's the first point. Get some 6th place, 7th place finishes, and then you can start to work from that. Get yourself more points on the board if you're going for a bit of a dry spell. But anyway, 14 cars now. Obviously, because Sully crashed out when he didn't need to even be on the tracks. He was already safety through.
Exactly.
And we'll see how this goes then. Q2, obviously, if you go through to the top 10, you'll be starting on those tyres. I presume it's a try race, just because didn't see many people in the mediums in Q1.
There's only a good couple of people used the mediums in the Q1. So it would be interesting on strategy wise.
So again, another boring part really, isn't it? Beginning of Q2, just see cars come out and scrub softs, as I'm sure Sly Guy will now. It's both Haas drivers that work so well together, even synchronised coming out of the pit lane.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll see some scrub runs being done here. Immortal is on the mediums though, so he might be going for a proper run here in terms of trying to get through. Didn't do any practice, saying KD, and Immortal wasn't done much practice either by looks, because he's just spun his out lap. You can't blame your connection for that one, Immortal. You've been caught red-handed, mate. Haas driver's going to try and get... Oh, he's getting off onto the gravel. Be careful.
Careful.
Don't want to be starting these tyres if you're going to be ruining them. Who's that further back? I think that's Epic the Animal. A couple of cars getting each other's way. He's finding some space. Got old trap between us. 100 bits and Swan Shanks, and Sully forgot where the pit wall was. Yeah, we guess so, mate. Safety through, but he decided to hit that wall. Can't say a word because he's done the exact same thing in ALR.
Yeah.
In the race, Dylan did it though, so that's where yeah, I think that's a lot worse than doing it in qualifying.
That's why I keep my mouth shut on that one. Nearly did the exact same thing on last night as well. Nearly did.
Thank you to Swan Shanks for the 100 bits, mate. Much appreciated as always. I mentioned earlier on the leaderboard, Swan Shanks with bits is miles in front. Death Dragon's third. So yeah, the regulars doing bits for us. Anyway, Sly Guy is on a lap, which we think are scrub softs. Never know. He might just be going for one and done here. Some of these drivers are so quick. We've seen it before where they just go for a lap straight away on new softs and want to start the race on them just because it gets it over and done with, and they want to get a good start. Obviously, a driver like Sly Guy can just pull away at the start. He's nearly lost it there, isn't he? He's just touched that curb. We saw his qualifying last week. He was losing it in quite a few places. But yeah, it's been a tidy enough lap here from Sly Guy. I'm not sure if he's pushing it to the limit or not. But well, I'm not sure whether he's on time trial. But last week he was what track was it last? France, obviously last week.
France.
And number 1 in the world on time trial. So who am I to question him? And yeah, like I say, if you didn't listen to the race last night, listen to it because he was great on the comms box as well. He's having a difficult lap here though. It's getting a little bit messy on Sly Guy, which I think it's just a scrub run for him anyway, isn't it?
Especially around his spoon, it's just went very wide on entry.
Yeah, there we go. He's invalidated there. I think he invalidated that one deliberately, didn't he? Yeah, he didn't want to set that lap, did he? Immortal in on the medium tyres. There are a few cars in front on laps, of course, but we think Immortal is going to be definitely going for this. He's on the medium tyres. Actually, let's have a quick check. Well, Lynx is doing a scrub run. Chalk is invalidated. Epic the Animal is invalidated. Shadows, I'm not too sure, but yeah, Immortal is the one we've got to watch. Yeah, Evening Chatter, Death Dragon, another 100 bits from Death Dragon as well. Thank you, mate. Let's have a battle.
29 for Funkessa.
Swan Shanks usually battles me with bits. Breaks my bank balance, unfortunately. There we go, 600 in myself. Top any bits up that get put in. Big thank you to everyone that submits bits and donates whatever. Really appreciate it as always. I know we say it every week as Immortal's spinning yet again. Needs to get out of the way, and he does. Yeah, I know we say it every week, but trophies for the end of the season, subscriptions and things for the Discord that we're going to have next season as well. Competitions, prizes, everything. All your bits and donations covers all that, so thank you very much. As, yeah, Shadows and Lynx both set scrub laps, as did Andenge. Kesra and Immortal both on those medium tyres, so they are proper laps, and Immortal, his mediums are not in a good shape, are they? 2 spins he's had them now and set a lap, and that time probably won't get him through, so he could be in a bit of danger. He might have to go onto the soft tyres, he might choose not to and choose to go out though.
Well,
Sly Guys from
Robbie
another
is
world.
on the lap.
Absolutely. Yeah, on board with V Robbie now. Again, taking that curb. Do you take that curb?
No, I don't.
I completely avoid it, but everyone I've seen so far is going up that curb. And I just feel like my car would spin if I did that. Anyway, V Robbie crossed the line and say he's up to P2. It's 4 tenths off Kez's medium time, so I don't think that's the best of laps there from V Robbie. Don't think he'll be too happy with that one. Nunda's just started a lap. We've got Death Dragon on a lap for the back as well.
He's invalidated actually. Nunda, this lap and next.
Oh, he's done that coming out of turn 18 then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Nunda. Yeah, Death Dragon in on a lap. Actually, let's see who's anyone about to start a lap. Is Chalkers coming into the pits? Yeah, Chalkers is coming to the pits. Nunda in sector 1. Death Dragon, yeah, he's going to be the one, isn't he? Let Dylan take you through final sector.
As we go into the triangle chicane, it's down to second, could easily up to third gear, up, going to take the shortest line, and he just...
I don't think he wants to start on those soft tyres, is he?
No, he doesn't.
A little bit anticlimactic. Nunda then on a lap. Oh, he's going to go a bit wide here, isn't he? How's that invalidated this time? It's lucky there. I mean, he's not lucky because if it invalidates you there, it's silly because you actually lose time going over that curb. You know what this game's like, it usually would. First ever race with no ABS, saying yes, he did mention it earlier, so yeah, it might be a bit off the pace. Well, even still, it's a top time. But yeah, it does explain why he's off the pace.
Nunda lost it at the triangle.
You can't be putting your foot down that quick. And that Mercedes is going to follow him into the pit, so yeah, we said beginning Q2 is a little bit dry, didn't we?
He nearly did the same thing as Solly.
Not going either. Death Dragon's not on a lap. I think it's just a practice race run for him. But yeah, if Shadow's going for it, I'll let Dylan take you through Shadow's lap then. I'll probably stop it anyway. But
they're going through 130R flat to the mat as he's going through the triangle chicane down to second gear. Like I said, can easily up to third gear. Possibly take the shortest line possible, but he's moved up to P4, 29.
That's not to P1 for 29.1.
That's a great lap.
Medium tyres though, and he's had 2 spins on them as well. They must be on nearly 10%. I wouldn't want to be starting on them.
We're not. I'd rather start on the softs if it.
Arda. Anyway, Arda, I don't mention Arda too much. He's just started his lap. No. He's on soft tyres. He's going for it. So I'll let Dylan take you through that lap instead. Whole lap this time, maybe.
As he go through the S section, the end of it, don't take the curb inside. As he going through the Dunlop, again, don't take the inside curb. As well as it go through the Daytona 1, take as much curb as possible as Daytona 2. Now, as he go through the hairpin, as he go through down to first gear. Nearly lost it there. Lost traction. Lost traction through there as he going through Spoon. He got traffic ahead. Showers nicely done. Move out of the way through Spoon. Take the widest line possible for that, and easily does. Now, as he go through the 130R, like I said, flat to the mat, going through the triangle chicane, down to second gear, short shift up to third. Now, possibly get the shortest lines possible, and he's gone fastest with a 28.7.
First time, of course, that's been set on fresh soft, so no surprise that he is where he is. Epic the Animal's not too far behind in the house. You'd expect that to be ahead of Arda. Now, we're taking Sly Guy getting to 127s. We'll see him soon. He's out on the mediums. But he's going for the mediums. Epic the Animal going for the opposite strategy. Maybe trying to get Sly Guy off the line because he knows track position is key here. Can he get close to 127s? I'm going for a 128.3 here. And it is. Yeah. 128.3 for Epic the Animal. Sloths on lap 2. We'll watch that. Go on, what are you saying, Dylan?
No, I just seen
Linda's had a collision with Sly Guy and got a 5-place grid penalty.
What?
That must be delayed if you've just seen him have a bit of a collision, but I'll go on to... Has Sly Guy got a grid penalty too? No, he hasn't.
I go check race director.
I think it's just... Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, just a grid penalty for Nunda.
No.
So I'm not sure what's gone on between those two. Has Nunda got front wing damage? I'm not on that. Yeah, he's got an end plate missing as well, Nunda. So whatever's happened there. And Sly Guy's got no front wing. So whatever's happened, Sly Guy's very lucky to still be in this session. So...
Definitely.
Wow. And that could impact time, just because, don't get me, it's still a bit of time there. Sly Guy to get in and get back out and do one lap, but you wouldn't expect him to make a mistake. So I'm not sure how that's happened. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon, but both of them will be back in the pits. Chalker's just started lapping the medium tyres. We've got other cars going now as well. Lynx, we'll watch Lynx's lap. He is the other title contender alongside Sly Guy, so go on, Dylan, take it away. You're better doing lap run-throughs than me.
He's through Dunlop, going through the Daytonas, 7th gear down to 6th as he go through Daytona 2, go through the tunnel.
Lucy and Swan Shanks.
And as they go through the hairpin, down to 2nd gear, possibly first to get the extra rotation. As he going through Spoon, going to Spoon, could take even 7th gear down to 5th, widest line possible as he possibly could. Now, as he go through the 130R, and the Sloth is nicely moved out of the way for Lynx. As he go through the triangle chicane, down to 2nd, short shift up to 3rd. And again, shortest line possible, gain time, and he's moved up to P4, 29 flat.
Andenge's quicker than Lynx. It's on the second lap that Andenge's quicker. So I think maybe doing a couple of laps is quicker around here.
Definitely.
Slop up to 5th on second lap on those softs. Chalker's backed off his lap, he's invalidated. Death Dragon has just started his lap. He's gone for another run. Chaz is saying he might be able to beat Sly Guy if he cuts a few corners. And it looks like, from what we see in the comments, Nunda spun and then Sly Guy went in, and unfortunately Sly Guy was there. So lucky for Sly Guy, he's still got all 4 wheels on the car. But yeah, Nunda has been given a grid penalty for it. So that looks like what's happened there. Haas are looking really good, aren't they? Arda's going to be through. Haas are looking good so much that Epic the Animals comfortable to retire in the pits. Death Dragon's only a tenth and a bit up, but he's gone a little bit deep there.
And also the good thing with the Haas, they go opposite strategy with Epic go for soft medium and then go for medium soft.
Yeah,
which is
well spotted. Very well spotted. So they could, it's easier to work better together if you're on the same strategy. But of course, when it comes to pitting, if you're running close to each other and there's a safety car, which Japan, you know, there's probably going to be a safety car, as we say most weeks. So you don't. If you're on the same strategy and you're right next to each other, you won't be next to each other after the pit stop because you'll be held up. A Sloth on a third lap on those softs goes third. Oh.
I would not rather start.
Soft medium doesn't. He told me last week that softs can do 11 to 12 laps in France, and I laughed at him. So clearly his tyre wear must be good. So maybe he's feeling all right with that. Anyway, Chalker's about to finish his lap. He's on the mediums. Oh, he's nearly got into the pit wall there, and he's backed off now. Now Chalker, I don't know why he backed off. He should have still gone to set the lap. He could have gained a few tenths, but I think he's just annoyed at himself there, Chalker's. He's not going to have time, so that's Chalker's done. He's in 8th. Don't forget, it's still Siege, Newman and Sly Guy to set their lap. Sly Guy will be 1 lap only. Will go through that whole lap, put the pressure on him a little bit. Lynx is retired in 5th, so he thinks he's safe there. I think he will be just about as well. Siege on the soft tyres just started his lap. Death Dragon is up further back. Shadows has just started a lap too. Nunda then a bit further back. Sly Guy then is about to start his lap. This is his only chance to get through. Not like it matters. Last week he had, of course, he started from the back after having a Q2 ban, and he still won the race. So anything's possible. As we've just seen, Immortal got to P2 on the soft tyres. Lynx down to 6th now. Might be a little bit worried sat there. Sly Guy on these medium tyres, and in terms of time, if he just he's had a wobble. Would have scared me. Would have scared some of his fans in the comments. It wouldn't have cost him too much time. He's got plenty of time in the bag. All he needs is to take a steady lap, and he'll still be, even if it's steady, he'll be around Engine Lynx, which will put him safety through. He's just got to make sure he doesn't invalidate. And Japan's one of those tracks that can throw up a little curveball at any time, can't it? Sly Guy then down into the deep braking zone. Shadows getting out of the way nicely for him. And so far, so good for Sly Guy, apart from that little wobble, which won't cost him too much. Keza is on fresh softs as well, so another one looking to go through on the softs. V-Robbie's there, Shadows is there, Siege is there, so Lynx could be in a bit of danger as well, especially if Sly Guy sets a good lap. Nunda's still in his out lap, is he? I think he might have a bit of a
he is.
desync glitch. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, he's got a desync glitch, Nunda, unfortunately, because he's not on his out lap. He should be on his lap now. That Irish isn't there, isn't it? Siege goes up to 6th. So Siege by 20 hundredths is above. Lynx. Kez is up to 4th as well. Sly Guy now as well in 14th. This could spell danger for Lynx. Sly Guy then is about to cross the line on these medium tyres. He'll be comfortably through. He crossed the line. He's up to P6. Lynx down to 9. Death Dragon is done. Chalkers is done. V-Robbie is on the softs. And then Shadows has come into the pit. So I think Lynx is going to be okay. Simply because Nunda has obviously got some sort of silly desync. But V-Robbie's going to comfortably get through at this rate. He doesn't even need to gain any more time now. He needs Chalkers to get out of the way, which he does just about. I think that would have annoyed V-Robbie a little bit though. It would have cost him a bit of time from where Chalkers was. V-Robbie crossed the line. He did lose a bit of time, but he's still P6. Death Dragon is done, as we know. Nunda is saying it's now started his lap. He's on medium tyres anyway. And he went up to 12th. There we go. It's lagged back, and he's gone to 12th. Lynx would have been sat there a bit scared, I think, for a minute, not knowing when Nunda would have been, but he's half a second off, and Lynx manages to get through in P10. 3 attempts clear of Death Dragon, in the end the gap was. So we're waiting for Death Dragon to get back into pits. So in terms of what they're going through on, it is just Sly Guy and Engine Lynx starting on the mediums. But yeah, pressure was on there for Sly Guy after that instant with Nunda.
Definitely.
And yeah, Sly Guy and Lynx both going for the mediums, but they'll have a slower start, obviously, having less grip. I think Epic the Animal will be good off the start. Qualifying is going to be really important in terms in Q3. I think if Epic the Animal can get a P2 in qualifying, he's looking really good to be in the lead by the time we go to turn 1. But of course, it is quite a short run, isn't it?
It is a short run, and it easily could cause the race start itself could be chaotic at its best. To be fair, because
absolutely,
the turn 1 is like anything could happen. To be fair,
and Dev Jones is happy with P11. P11, great place to start. I'd be happy there. Apart from when you're in the middle of any collisions, and then of course that 5-place grid penalty is going to be sent further down the order. So not a great qualifying session for Ferraris. Sloth saying he's only on 7% tyres after 3 laps. So yeah, Sloth's obviously an absolute master when it comes to tyre wear. Might not be the quickest, but the tyre wear is obviously very good on his end. And yeah, it's annoying for him because he would have been safe, he's saying now as well, on his initial time. So he didn't need to do that 3rd lap. Which, yeah, it's always annoying. I'm sure that's happened to everybody. Doing an extra lap when you're not needed to, but it's worth. Obviously, Sloth thought it was worth. What wasn't worth the risk in case he did go out. He would rather be in Q3. Now, pole position pole is going to go out. No, I wonder who is going to be in the pole position pole. I wonder who's going to win the pole position pole as well. It tends to be the same people every week, doesn't it? But
it does actually. With Sly Guy.
And then really close to Sly Guy in his lap times. So he's
yeah,
got to be up there,
definitely.
Isn't he? We'll have him. We'll have Lynx, Sly Guy, and then of course it's got to be the other Haas, isn't it? Epic the Animal.
Yeah.
We'll stick another option in there just in case somebody springs up a surprise and I get moaned at for not including them. But if we can move on, that would be great. We've got 10 seconds. Here we go then. There we go. Pole is out. That's the first time this season I've put the pole and there's no black box in it. And that's sad. And thank you for the follow, XSXEX. Formula 4 gang rise up. And I think Sloth knows him. Follower number 1051. Thank you very much, mate. Get your vote in for who you think is going to get pole position. And already I think it's looking pretty good for Sly Guy. And this is a track that he's saying he's not a favourite at. So yeah, that just shows the pace of him, doesn't it?
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely has a pace around here, to be fair. I could go for the outside. I'd go for Lynx around for pole.
And Nuna saying he had to vote for the guy he almost assassinated. Yeah, I don't think he'd have been too happy. And he lost a wheel there, Nunda. But lucky it only took his front wing off. Yeah, at the moment, well, there's lots of votes. And they vary actually. Really, really vary. We've had 6 votes for Sly Guy, 4 for Epic the Animal, 4 for Lynx, and then just 1 for Andenge at the moment. So 15 votes out there, and only 6 from half for Sly Guy. So less than half of them. So from what people are thinking in the comments, it might not be as plain sailing for Sly Guy as we're saying. And I'm sure Lynx will be saying something about that, and especially Epic the Animal as well. Starting on those soft tyres. If he can get on the front row Epic the Animal, like he has a strong chance of doing, then he's definitely in with a shout here. He needs to get past early on though, because of course no DRS for the first few laps. By the time you get to lap 3, the used softs are already lost the best of their freshness. So you need a good start. It's really important.
Definitely.
Cars flooding out, and Sly Guy is the first one of them. Nunda can't race for this connection. The lobby will break. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Lynx has seen something from Nunda in terms of connection that session then. Yeah, of course he had that desync, didn't he? Immortal had the same with a desync as well. But
yeah, he got
Nunda, Nunda's a problem we've put up for 18 months, ever since we first started the old league racing. And yeah, that's unfortunately one of those things, isn't it? So, Dev Jones, to my surprise, there's no delay in the stream. Yeah, all going quite well. Another vote for, yeah, Sly Guy's racking up the votes now.
Oh,
Only about one. This is a great thing about Twitch. Where's Mushroom? Mushroom, you better be listening. YouTube, the stream, I don't know, is about 20 odd seconds behind what's really happening. Crap. But Twitch, almost instant, isn't it? Good, is it a couple of seconds behind, and you're right in the thick of it. It's virtually live. That's what's good about it. So yeah, pole position, pole votes. 19 votes, 8 for Sly Guy, 5 for Epic, 4 for Lynx, 2 for Andenge. No one's gone for other yet. Sly Guy, that gearbox is doing my head in, mate. Please stop. Thank you. I hate it when they
Mushroom just said, to my surprise, stream hasn't froze.
Yeah, he's improved his internet then. Here goes Sly Guy then, he's going to be the first one I started to lap. Siege's in the pits, but he got through on the softs, of course, a lot of them did. He might not have as many fresh softs left, you might see a few of the soft runners. A few people that went through on the softs might be on scrubs in this first run, so they might want to be saving a set in case they go to a 2-stop in the race. But Sly Guy taking that curve. If I touch that curve, I'll go fly in the wall.
I'm the same, to be fair.
Again, what can I say? It's just tidy for the S's. The gears shifting absolutely perfectly. Smooth. No mistakes. Car's placed in the exact right place. Might go a little bit wide there. No, he's okay. Sweep back on before the grass comes. Turning to the deep braking zone. Does he clip that curb? He just stays off that curb. Opens that car up really nicely. It's so difficult to open the car up there. Yeah, it looks like Siege is just going to be waiting, doing possibly just one run. Or going for a couple of runs later on the session, back to back maybe. Getting onto the curve for Sly Guy. Oh, almost invalidated there. Almost went 4 wheels wide. He's got to open it up quickly, and he does. Just about really push it. This is what makes him one of the best drivers in the world, because he takes the limit, goes to the limits every single corner, almost 4 wheels wide. Goes for every thousandth of a second you get, and just doesn't seem to invalidate or make mistakes. Down to 17, then misses that other bollard that he's already taken out on his outlap. Comes down then onto the straight. Can he get in the 127? Silly Sly Guy, what can he do? Yes, he can! 127.8. Good luck beating that. Epic the Animal, one of his main rivals. 6 tenths behind. Immortal's going to be next across the line. What can he do? He's close to Epic the Animal as well. I think Epic the Animal might have made a mistake in his lap. Sloth's next. He must have invalidated his time. Keza goes up to P3. Only 2 tenths off Epic the Animal. And then just invalidated his time. Lynx, where's Lynx? He's coming through sector 3 now. You'd expect this to be ahead of Epic the Animal, because Epic the Animal really had a poor lap, didn't he? No. And I think it was just Sly Guy's really put the hammer down, isn't it? About to see
he does, actually.
P7.
I was watching through Sly Guy. Interestingly, he gone 3rd gear on the last chicane, which most people would go for 2nd gear from other people.
What he's doing. That's all I'm saying. He knows what he's doing. He won the pole position pole, and I think he might win pole position overall. And if Epic the Animal Lynx and find 6 or 7 tenths. But Keza, look at that time. Keza really close to Epic the Animal Lynx. So it's a top 3 you should expect so far. I wonder if a second run on these tyres can help. So Sloth's on the second run after invalidating his first. Siege in the pits, Andenge on his way back to the pits, or he might be going for another lap if he's got enough time. But that time from Silly Sly Guy is going to take an absolute miracle of a lap to beat that. But at the moment, I think Epic the Animal's going to take where he is. Although I'm pretty sure Epic the Animal and Lynx have got more time in the bag.
Sloth is on a lap.
Yeah, on board with Sloth at the moment in sector 3. Oh, he turned a little bit early there. I'm surprised not invalidated that. Will he set the lap or will he come in? He is setting the lap, so it must be half decent. Back across the line, where's it got put Sloth? He's up to 5th. And again, I do think he gained a little bit of time being on the second lap of tyres here. Obviously, tyre wear's up a little bit, but it's not a problem if the tyre wear's not bad round here. And of course, more warmth in the tyres, more temperature, allows more grip. As long as they're not worn too much, then obviously it gives you a bit of an advantage, especially towards the beginning of the lap. You can ride the first 2 curves of the S section saying, look, well, I bloody can't. I do that and I spin, hit the wall and I'm out. If you get the rotation, you'll carry more speed in 3rd, is what XCX is saying. Can I call you something else instead of saying 5 letters? Has he got? Am I saying it wrong? Can I say something else? Have you got a nickname or a name I can say? So I'll end up saying it wrong and saying something else. And then saying he's on a lap. A little bit wide there, but it should be okay. And this will be interesting. We saw Sloth on 2 laps on his softs, setting a decent time. And then, of course, has been a bit quicker than Sloth so far in this session. So I wonder if this time can challenge his teammate even for P2. Just X. We'll call him X then. Let's see then. And then, will he? Yeah, he's going to set the lap. He's pushing it for time though. He crosses the line. He's 5th round then, so it is close. It's only 2.5 tenths of his teammate. He is just ahead of Sloth though. And then he's got a race back round now to get in the pits, and he'll be quickly back out the pits for his final run. Immortal, I think, as well, will be back into the pits too.
from P2 to P7 separated by 4/10 at the moment.
Yeah, 6 cars there, 2 temps, or 4 temps even in it, which for a track like Japan, where it's 128s, 129s, unless you're an animal like Sly Guy, and even the 127s, you know, 4 temps is not too much of a big gap. And even then, Arda and V will be very close towards the back. Not mentioned Arda too much this session, but he's always up there, isn't he? He's always quietly sneaking up there. Siege is just doing one run then, unless he's not in a session for whatever reason, but I think he is just saving an extra set of fresh soft tyres in case there is a safety car towards the end of the race. You can cut out the whole track, just depends, are a killer, saying Mushroom. Anyway, who's that coming out of the pits? It is going to be V Robbie. He's going to be the first car out. Yeah.
First race without ABS on for him. Like he said earlier in the comments.
I couldn't do that. Definitely couldn't do that. No chance.
I tried without ABS. It's just keep locking up the wheels so easily in especially a hard braking zones. You could easily lock up the wheels big time.
Yeah, absolutely. This is let me have a look. Dip in the statistics of the Epic the Animals. Epic the Animal has had 2 pole positions this season, the last one being at his home Grand Prix. Black Box had 2 until he left. Sam and Lynx had just 1 each. Sly Guys had 7. So, yeah, there's no surprise to see him top, is it? But it's wins that matter. And in terms of wins, Sly Guy again has got the most with 5. Lynx has only had 1 pole and 1 win this season, but yet he's still top of the standings. It's the consistency. It's a podium. He's got 9 podiums, Lynx, but only 1 pole and 1 win. And that they were both in the Netherlands, where he dominated that race, which is a track that he admits he's very, very strong at. But yeah, it's all about consistency, getting yourself on the podium. Something that Epic the Animal has started to find lately. He's had 5. But, yeah, this has been a fantastic season for Lynx, even with just the 1 win, and could it get even better for him? You feel with the form Sly Guy's on though, it's going to take a Sly Guy mistake for Lynx to stay top of the standings. Another 100 bits from Swanshanks, thank you mate. Swanshanks, he'll be racing tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, at this track. Here goes V Robbie then, on his lap. We'll let Dylan run you through it. I can see what's going on behind.
As you go through the S section, watch out for the curves, they're especially deadly going through the third one. Watch out for the inside curve as they go through the Dunlop corner, or Dunlop turn, whatever you call it, as they're going through the Daytona 1 and Daytona 2.
4 temps up.
4 temps up. As they're going through the hairpin, as he down to 3rd gear, surprisingly, then go down to 1st. Right, as he going through, going to spoon, up to 7th gear, as he just down to 6th gear, as he going to exit.
Oh, I'm not with crash.
The spoon. What?
That's a strange place to crash. Don't know what's happened there. Back and forward B, Robbie.
Anyway, as he go through 130 yard flat 2 mat, as he go through the triangle chicane, down to 3rd gear.
This could be 2nd here.
Could be 2nd. As Robbie going across the line, 28-2.
Arda's on a lap. He's the only other one on the lap. He's 3 tenths up the track, so obviously getting quicker, but V Robbie, that's fantastic. I wonder if he's just flicked that ABS back off. Back on,
maybe. Arda is looking, got slipstream from Siege.
Siege and the brake checked him, so I'm not having that. Again, taking that curve, Arda.
And Arda going through the triangle chicane, down 2nd up, short shift, 3rd, 4th, short line, going to it, 28-3 from Arda.
This is ramping up, isn't it? Big time.
Try Evolution, play a part.
Epic the Animal, he's next on his out up. So that's it then. We're waiting for the next drive across the line. That'll be it for the lap. V Robbie is not going against it. It's going to be Sly Guy. And we think he might have. Well, I'm not sure he's already done enough. because the amount of time everyone else is gaining, if Epic the Animal and Link's gain the same amount of time, they'll be ahead of Sly Guy possibly, if they don't make any mistakes on their lap. Obviously Sly Guy, we think he's going to improve as well unless he makes mistakes too. So it's all going to counteract each other. It's just about who can put the lap together at the right time. And at the moment, Sly Guy looks like he's doing everything right. As V Robbie gets out of the way nicely for him.
Robbie said no BS.
What's it going to be
no
like?
ABS
Yeah, we
still
just
off.
saw. It's like he's only just up on his time, nearly a tenth for Sly Guy. But we think that's going to be enough, don't we? It takes a stunner of a lap from somebody else to change that. Here goes Sly Guy then in the final couple of corners, making it look all so easy. Comes across the line, and what can he gain? He gains a tenth exactly and improves his time. Next is going to be Linked. What can he do? He's only third. He's behind V-Robbie by 8 thousandths. Wow, that's a bit of a surprise. Next is going to be Andenge. He's only 2 tenths up Andenge. Possibly could still get fourth here, though. Andenge back across the line. He does get fourth. 10th behind Linked. Sloth is going to be next in P8. What can he do across the line? Stays, goes up to 7th, sorry. Keza 2 tenths up. It's all so tight that a few tenths, 3.5 tenths could put Keza second. Has he had a good sector 3? Yes, he has, but he's up to P4. It's all on Epic the Animal now, then. Haven't seen his time at all, not seen any of his lap. Can he get back up to second?
He was 3 tenths up.
And he does. And he's only 10th off Sly Guy. Wow. Now that was close. So if Sly Guy didn't set that final lap, where he gained a 10th, there'd have been a 1,000th between them. So was I right in saying Sly Guy would have kept P1 if he didn't set that time? Yes, by a 1,000th of a second. How about that for prediction? But he did set that lap just to take the pressure off. But that was really close, and Epic the Animal starting with softs. He definitely had a good go down at turn 1. But Lynx just couldn't get a lap together, could he? Fell right off the pace. And I don't know if he made 2 mistakes on his laps or what, but V-Robbie up in P3rd ahead of Lynx. That's not good news for Lynx at all. And look how close it was between the rest. We'll go have a full look through in a minute. But that was incredible how close that was and how much the track ramped up. Epic the Animal though, really surprised with that final lap. Yeah, there we go then. So close. Two and a bit tenths between 3rd and 8th. Immortal obviously didn't get set a final lap. He crashed a strange place. Siege didn't get a time set at all, so he's out on the track. He obviously invalidated or something went wrong. That's the danger of leaving it to the last minute. V-Robbie's a surprise there, but really good to see a close battle between the top 2. And yeah, Sly Guy gaining a 10th on his final lap. Would have been a 1,000th between the top 2 had Sly Guy not set that lap. So he definitely was right in going out and setting another lap. I'm sure he would have done anyway. But yeah, Keza and Anden and Arda really close, just behind Lynx. And Lynx only 8 thousandths off V-Robbie as well, so he'll be a little bit gutted about that. He needs to try and get past V-Robbie pretty quick so we can stay in touch with the lead in 2.
Epic need a good start.
Absolutely, I think, yeah.
Because he's on the softs. There's like, with Sly Guy on the mediums, he need to get a good start from him. So, yeah, Sly Guy, he definitely can't keep up the pace with the soft runners, far as we know. That's how good Sly Guy is. So, that's why he's the one.
Win. Watch the start of this race where it is sunny at Suzuka. Not seen that all week so far, but it's either been raining or cloudy or gloomy or miserable. And all the cars are doing the hokey cokey on the track, as you can see. It's just on the right hand side of the screen, bouncing up and down. Let me guess, it's KD, Nunda and Immortal with the dodgy internet in those cars. Oh no, McLaren's joined in now. He's having a bit of a rave as well. Well, they obviously like Japan. God knows what this game does, but yeah, just staying out of the pits now, just while they're choosing their strategy and their fuel load.
Maybe a party going on in the grid. Raving about.
So then, let's have a look what tyres are on. Yeah, where are we? Tyres. So, no one starts on the hards. Now, this game, you don't see hard so much because tyres not so bad, but this track, we've seen a lot of hard tyres in the last couple of races, last 2 nights. But yeah, surprising, there's none at all.
No, definitely not.
Oh, and Anden has been disqualified. Oh, because he sat still on the grid.
Oh no!
What's happened there? I don't know if he sat. I don't know if he's just sat still on the grid and it's then disqualified him, or if he made contact with someone off the line, then it disqualified him. But obviously, if you make contact, it usually disqualifies the other person who made contact with as well. Thank you, Avia, for the follow. Avia 2115. Follow number 1052. Ramping it up today, haven't we?
Lynx must have a spin.
Season. Yeah, where's
Lynx
Lynx?
must
He's
have.
a lot further back, isn't he? Maybe.
He is.
So possibly it was a collision between him and Andenge. Not too sure, but it'd be strange if two separate incidents happened there. But yeah, Andenge obviously disqualified. Hopefully, he isn't his car and good to go. Otherwise, that could cause a bit of trouble to start. But in terms of tyres,
far from what I see in the formation lab, at least one person go off in the S section during the formation lap.
Yeah, in terms of tyres, then we'll go through them. Top 10, as you know, is just Andenge, Lynx, and Sligo starting the moves. Andenge going to be cold tyres, so we'll have a really. I think he'll lose a lot of pace here. Andenge at the start, obviously on a slower tyre now, it'll be cold as well. Out the bottom 10, Death Dragon and Chalkers, the top two of them, opt in to start on the soft, so they're looking to get a good start. As Mushroom and Max been disqualified now towards the back. Field is very bunched up, isn't it? Rare you see it that bunched up. And then everyone else, the bottom 8, all on fresh medium tyres. So, yeah, I think Sully's probably the one with the most pace out of that bottom 8, isn't it? Because he crashed out in Q1. If he can get past Shadows and then just sit there behind the soft runners, wait for their softs to die off, then Sully could be in a great place for this race. We said that last week for a while, didn't we? Rick Dalton in the comments as well saying Sly Guy, Lynx and Epic on the podium. They're the 3 favourites, they're the top 3 in the standings. I think Rick Dalton should get himself racing next week. Change this up a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had enough of the same 3 at the top. It was black box until he left last week as well.
Or
Rick Dalton
or
has
even
voted
Denzel,
to race next season, so
and Denzel as well.
They have. They'll be mixing up the Lee's 3 on top of other top drivers from ALR like Emerson and Pillars, and the list goes on. Chazza as well, I think is watching too. Can't wait for that, but I can't wait for this either. Lights will be out any second now. Sly Guy Lem at the front. Wait for the lights. Still got Lynx closing up. Obviously had that spin, that's why he is further back. And Sam there. When will we have the lights? Oh dear, what's it doing? We want Sly Guy, where is he? Oh dear.
Oh,
I'm not sure what's happening here. But we don't appear to have any lights. I think Arda needs to leave. Arda's ghosting. Pillars last. I just said the first name that came to my head. Arda and KD. It says KD, and I think it might be KD as well. Sam's ghosting too. There's a few of them that are gone. We'll give it a minute or so, but this could be well, you know what it might be, but if something doesn't happen soon, and this isn't looking good. If anyone comment, what's going on, who are we waiting for? Because it'll come up saying with the red X. Let us know. So, I mean, tell them get lost. Sully's typing as well. See what Sully's going to say. Yeah, appears to be a lobby glitch. Can't even say the word. But not quite sure who's causing this. Yeah, KD is the one that's causing the arrows to flip up and down. He was one flying up at the start, so KD could leave, and then if it's all good, we can go. Obviously, tyre temps are locked in, aren't they? So that's not going to be. Oh, predict your pit stop strategy. Cheers, Jeff. How about we start the race? No, not going to get that lucky, are we? Yeah, well, it's all very
Lovely, broken. KD said.
Yeah, well, KD. Just asked him to leave. See if he leaves, because like I say, he's the one. The timings went flying up. So we'll see. We'll ask him to leave, and if he leaves and there's still no fix, then we will have to restart.
Don't tell me it's me.
It's not you. We're already saying Fungit. Yeah, it might be a glitch in. Come on, KD should now be leaving. He's just been told to leave, so he leaves and then it's fixed. We'll see. Yeah, this game is a joke, isn't it? It's an absolute joke of the game. still not left. He's not, can't say he's left yet either. He's left now. And doesn't appear to be any fix. So, yeah. I will. Myself and Dylan will take a picture of this grid then. And then we'll have to restart. Stupid bloody game, I tell you that. Let's leave. Let's all leave. Thanking Henry Moore for the follow. Number 1053. It's Serious Mushroom. Oh, who's another Serious Mushroom. I've got two of them in now.
Wait, what?
Thank you for following Time Splitter. Thank you very much. Well, everyone's getting in tonight. Unfortunately, not got much racing for you at the moment because of this stupid lobby glitching, which this game does. Dylan's going to quickly get a lobby. Just get the lobby. Just invite me straight away, and I'll do invites, and then you can set it all up. Get it going as quick as we can. Again, apologies to everyone for this stupid game that tries to make everything hard for people.
There you go.
There we go. Dylan's got me an invite. We'll join that and get people invited. Obviously, Dylan will have to do the custom grid. We'll do a quick run through and a check. Have you got a photo of it? Lovely. Then we'll do a custom grid then. Hopefully we'll get things going as soon as possible. But yeah, this game is a joke. No two ways about it. Just quickly stick on spectator mode as well.
Let me get rid of quality. Custom grid.
Hopefully just a few minutes. Getting everyone in the lobby. Everyone obviously has to join straight away for being able to do the custom grid. Get all the lobby set up as well. Make sure the formation app's on and all that. All the right assists are off. I will double check. Custom grid. Session is long. Dynamic, realistic. Set the weather to dry. It was all dry.
There we go. That's all.
Formation up on. Safety car standard. Strict. AI 85. You got car damage rate on reduced. That needs to be standard.
Ah, damn.
Lucky I checked, wasn't it? Lucky I checked.
Yeah, you did.
There we go then. Everyone get your asses in. So we can actually get going. Hopefully it's not the servers going down. Hopefully everyone can join. Alpha 1-2 saying Time Splitter. Well, Sully's in a good place. He's got some great pace. It's just unfortunate he crashed out in Q1 when he didn't need to. He's already admitted. He forgot where the pit wall was. But with Sly Guy, of course, I think Sly Guy will be part of that 1-2. That's for sure. But yeah, don't rule Sully out from starting down in 14th.
I got a screenshot from the formation lab anyway, so should be perfect.
Lovely. Oh, and Kieran sent us a message as well with full of grid as well. So got all that too. Yep, I've been told to hurry their asses up. See Henry, it was Lynx. I don't know who Henry Moore officially is. Henry Moore, I thought he was an artist, but now he's claiming to be Serious Mushroom. Clearly gets about a bit. Don't forget your setup, saying Mushroom as well. Yeah, do not forget your setups. I tell everyone to watch the stream. Don't communicate in Discord in the race just because I'm not sat here staring at my phone in the middle of a race. You know, get on the stream so you can listen to what's going on. You get updates straight away. Keza would have won the race. Keza probably would have won the race on Thursday if he had the stream on. I'm sure he's going to be listening to the stream all the time now. Let's check. Keza, you there? Because he didn't know that my 3-second time penalty was going to be removed. I've already openly said it on the stream. And he stayed behind me. He didn't want to take the risk of overtaking me because I had that 3-second penalty, which I then said was going to be removed. So, yeah, I won the race like that. Not how I wanted to win my first race in about 16 months, but hey-ho, watch the stream, Keza. Here we're waiting for Arda. We're waiting for Immortal. And we're waiting for V Robbie. Hurry your asses in. Arda. It says mushrooms, not Arda, mushroom, and V Robbie. Sure, mushroom's in. Is he not in? No, he's not. There you go. Immortal's in now. We are just waiting on a couple to pick their car, I think, as well. Yep. No, we're not. It's just Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz. Oh yeah, Dylan's in. Dylan's not in spectator yet. That's why it's saying 19. So we're waiting on Mushroom and Arda. And yeah, Arda was one that I think was out of the session, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Cannot join, so he's restarted his PS4. Arda. So yeah, he's restarted his old PS4, not the app. But we'll just wait for Arda. Then have you got the grid done?
Not yet. I'm doing that right now, and then we
Just send a picture of it to me when you've done it. I'll do it. Don't worry. I'm not double checking you. I've still got faith in you. Yeah, if it was Bradfield, I'd be getting somebody else to host the lobby. He'd end up he did it before. It was Japan. It was Japan. It was Japan 2 seasons ago in season 1, and we had to do a lobby restart because that dickhead Bradfield forgot to put the formation map on, and so we did the restart. Went through all the custom grid. He'd obviously not saved it because when we went to start the race, Bradfield was starting second, so he clearly had fucked something up, and that was it. Third restart had to go on, and that was the most embarrassing night of my life. That was awful. Couldn't believe it. It was all Bradfield's fault, and he's never hosted a lobby since. So there we go. There's a nice story for you there whilst we're waiting. Well, say a nice story. It was about Bradfield, so it wasn't very nice towards him. But no story about him is it?
DJ, right? DJ.
If you can't join, restart the app. That's what the has decided to do. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people have to do. We're lucky we didn't. But yeah, everyone is in. Just waiting for Dylan to go through the grid, and then we'll double check it, and then we'll be a go. Can't wait to get mugged by soft runners. Yeah, I know this is a shit thing about lobby restarts. Of course, everyone in the top 10 on the used softs now gets fresh softs. So it really does give them advantage, especially Sloth. It was obviously starting on 7% softs. Once you've done the formation up, it's then about 10%. So yeah, it's a disadvantage to Sly Guy and Lynx and Andenge. Epic the Animal will be cheering at this, so that's for sure. But unfortunately, it's just the way this game makes it for people. It's shocking, really, how popular this game is, how many leagues go into it. The fact it's on Sky Sports, some of the esports races. I know they make sure there's no glitches in that because it's being properly run, and they leave it like this to us. It is ridiculous.
50
I'll just keep yapping on until Dylan's got this sorted. Dylan is being spectator saying Death Dragon. Yeah, we know he will do that. He's just sorting the custom grid at the moment. He's going to send it to me in a second, and then he'll click on the old spectate. Do not ready up yet, Sam. Readying up early. If you're all ready up, if you want to ready up now, then go for it. But you won't be starting where you qualified. Go on, who's going to be the clown and ready up? Can we do reverse grid, saying Sully? Yeah, well, I think that's a no. He wishes. He wouldn't wish that. His teammate wouldn't be too happy with his comment after that, though. That's not a glitch, it's just stupid game design. Game glitched my softs and I had 12% wear, saying Keza. But only have 4%. Yeah, that's a glitch that I've had happen to me before as well. Someone's
left.
Gone. Yeah, someone's gone. I've got to get this done quick. It's Immortal that's gone. But yeah, something happened a couple of weeks as well. I said put new softs on. Went in the pitch, they put my 37% old softs on as well. So instead of the new ones, even though I had 3 fresh sets, I think that was in the Imola event that we did a few weeks ago. You got the grid done, mate?
I got. Let me see. Most of them done. I will send you the a picture of it.
Yeah, obviously you have to start on the tyres that you went through in Q2 on. Otherwise, you'll be disqualified. Last time this happened, a couple of months ago, I think it might have been Singapore, and then didn't. So he crashed out anyway, but he would have been disqualified for that. Obviously, record. Make sure you record from the very start when you're selecting your strategy, because I know on the odd occasion you select this game just stupid glitches and you select to start on a certain tyre and it doesn't put you on that, same as the pit stops. Okay, so make sure you record that to cover yourself in case it does accidentally put you on the wrong tyre. Chalker saying he has terrible connection. Yeah, Chalker's connection is not the best. Immortals is bad as we know. Epic the Animal's bad as we know. Everyone else all green apart from Nundu and KD as we know. There's a poor, and then Chalker's, yeah, it is on yellow for some reason. Chalker's and Arda's too. But yeah, it's what you'd expect. It's just Chalker's a little bit lower. Sligo, Epic the Animal, V or Keza, and then just Arda, Sloth. Have you confirmed it? Not press back like Bradfield did last time.
Not yet.
Immortal is now in, so you can get him on there as well. Oh, he's already on there. Brilliant. Yeah, confirm that. Just make sure you put yourself in spectator because you got yourself in at the moment, 21st. So I don't know what that'll probably throw up another glitch.
I got myself a spectator, so should be good to
Yeah,
go.
just check that grid again. Make sure it's taking you off, and then be good to go. It's worth spending an extra couple of minutes taking a check on it rather than doing a Bradfield and going into the lobby and having to start
We
again.
got Sligo first, Epic second, Robbie third, Lynx fourth, Keza fifth, and then sixth, Arda P7,
Yeah,
Sloth P8.
that's fine. As long as you confirmed it, all good. Let's go.
Yep, let's do it.
Oh, well, about a 10-minute turnaround. Let's hope it doesn't do it again. It's about as good as it can go, really. Unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh,
I pressed triangle. Don't tell me I messed it up. Nah, thankfully.
I think they said just change the restrictions.
Fuck off.
That's unreadied, everyone. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, we should be good.
What you changed?
No, it's triangle. You know, race style is like casual, standard, expert. I changed it by accident. The
Put your
thing.
controller down, press no buttons, and we're good to go.
Alright, we should be good. We should be good.
Let's go. I was pole saying mushroom. Yeah, right. I think you'd rather mushrooms probably like me and would rather be last than start on pole. I would definitely rather be last than pole. Because I know
Sorry
I don't
about that with pressing triangle or whatever.
Don't worry. Hang on. It's fine.
Oh.
All good to go then. No, I'll tell you what. I hope this is a good start. Been waiting for long enough.
Hopefully.
Well, it helps get the stream time up at least. We're saying now we want to try and get the stream time up as much as possible. And yeah, this is one way of doing it. Yeah, we fuck the lobbies up on purpose so we get more money out of streaming for longer. That's what it is. Keeps more viewers in, doesn't it? Because it keeps you waiting. That's the real reason behind it. I've got a little button here that fucks it all up.
The worst thing about it is that I messed up the grid for a bit. That's the worst thing about being.
Don't forget your setups. People have readied up already, so you've not got too long. You've still got 30 seconds. Set up tyres. Should be enough time. Fuel load. Reduce your fuel load, I would. It's probably going to be a safety car at some point. You've got to start on the tyres, of course. You went through on in Q2. Just waiting. The car's having a party on the grid again.
Yep, let's say that.
Oh, what is going on now?
No, they're getting the setups ready.
There we go. We got another 30 seconds. There we go. Good.
They're getting the setups ready, and also the tires they started on.
Of course. Oh, I'll tell you what, Nunda's meant to have 5 place grid penalty. He's lucky. He's lucky. I don't think Dinner's put that on. I didn't check that
Actually,
either.
I actually did put in 17th
What a legend.
because he got.
What a legend, because I forgot. This guy's amazing. He can host every lobby now. That's amazing, that. Well remembered. Look at it, down in 17th. Quality, absolute quality. So I would 100% have forgot that.
Actually, I did got the screenshot on formation, luckily.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise you wouldn't have forgot. You wouldn't have remembered it, would you? I bet you just put that not even knowing that he had a grid penalty.
Yeah.
Go on, own up. So there we go, as we see, Sly Guy, Lynx and Andenge are on the medium tyres. Change of heart from Chalk. I said, that's absolutely fine, just because it's bottom 10 a free tyre choice. So if they want to change their mind now, they can. But obviously top 10 have to start. And has Lynx spun again? Lynx has spun again. Why?
Oh no!
He's spun again on the formation lap. Well, good luck to him in the race if that's 2 formations up he's got through without keeping it pointing the right way. But yeah, I think Peter have been saying that this isn't one of Sly Guy's best tracks. I mean, Lynx being top has put the pressure on him, isn't it? And
yeah,
he's feeling it.
He doesn't need to put too much pressure on him as well, because he's knowing himself. He's in the title fight. He doesn't need that much pressure.
Or is this tactical? Spin. Have a little spin so you can warm your tyres up quicker, because you can run through and overtake people and get a good start. I bet there's a couple of people in this grid that have done that before. But I bet there's a couple of people in this commentary box that have done that before.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, one certainly has. Which one? Who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think's done that before then? Sly Guy, yeah, again, slowing down towards the end of formation lap.
Yeah.
Sensible, doesn't want to pull away and get his tyres all cold. Even though I think they are set in anyway, aren't they? But yeah, everyone in the same straight again if they bunched up field. No one getting disqualified this time round either. And yeah, one time we have all 20 Premier League drivers, Champions League drivers turn up for the race, and we get treated back like this with all these lobby glitches. Disappointing. But Epic the Animal now on fresh soft tyres. Maybe that will really push towards a soft medium now for the soft runners in the top 10.
Definitely.
If they weren't, they might have been on that before, but it's got to be towards that for now, isn't it? Here we go, and hopefully we actually get a start this time.
Like I say, Epic need a good start.
Epic does need a good start. He needs to be heading. I think he'll be close turn 1. He's not had the best of starts this season off the grid though. Definitely. And there we go, and actually see the right camera angle this time. He didn't even get that far last time. He'd already cocked up by now. Get rid of all that.
Here we go.
Oh, what's going on now?
Immortal.
He's doing it again.
It's just Immortal on my side.
What, waiting for Immortal?
Yep.
Immortal needs to leave them. Need Immortal to leave. And then hopefully this time we can go. Maybe it was Immortal last time.
No, it was me. I think I got a lobby glitch.
I wouldn't be. I'm not so sure. Yeah, Pitt was saying they want a race. I think we deserve to go now, don't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Immortal's got to leave. It has happened.
There we go.
Immortal has left. Have we got lights though?
Yes,
we have. We got lights. It's lights out, and finally away we go. Good start from Sly Guy. Is Epic going to send it down the inside? Epic is going to go side by side with Sly Guy into turn 1. Is he going to take the position though? Sly Guy's got the race on. Lynx has spun. He's made contact, I think, with V Robbie, and Lynx is flying down to the back of the field. Obviously he's ghosted, and Chalkers is back down there too. Chalkers, and there's some damage further down there as well. Don't know what car's got it, but already Lynx having a spin. I think it was contact with V Robbie, the other Mercedes and McLaren getting close now as well, and Tommy losing a couple of places further back. I don't know if there's damage somewhere down there, but Tommy's got some sort of damage. He's off the track.
Yeah,
I think he's missing some sort of end plate. He's missing end plate, Tommy, yeah. Oh, and I don't know what happened to Lynx. Well, I think V Robbie just turned in. There was contact between rear to front. But yeah, Immortal obviously causing that glitch. It might have been him last time, not too sure, but yeah, Chalkers and Lynx towards the back. Lynx hasn't got damage. Oh, and Lynx has just completely sent it around the outside of his teammate there. And Nunda, I don't know what Nunda's doing. He's got an end plate missing, Nunda, but he needs to get out of the way a bit more sensibly than that. He's driving in the middle of the track. Epic the Animal then, putting the pressure on Sly Guy. Needs to get through soon if he's to try and challenge him today, and he could run away with the title here. Well, run away with the lead. Look at him though, look at this. He's gaining Epic the Animal. He's got to go for a move, hasn't he? Sly Guy's placed his car perfectly though. Nearly got him wide, and Sly Guy's done that really cleverly, isn't he? As Death Dragon's getting past Immortal's Ghost. Takes that bollard out to Sly Guy. Epic the Animal. Yeah, it's just too much of a gap. He's got to try and save these tyres, Epic the Animal, before the DRS comes, because that's when he's going to be really in a good shout of an overtake. Go back to the tyres then. Allow that back up. And he's definitely got more. He's obviously got more grip on these fresh soft tyres than he would have if he was unused. V-Robbie and Kez are very close behind as well. Lynx and 5 cars in the pits then. So starting towards the back didn't work out very well because a lot of them have got damage. KD, Tommy, Nunda. I think they started about there, didn't they? Shadows weren't too far in front. Chalker's now on hards to the end. And yeah. When did they start? Let's look at position change. Yeah, they haven't lost that many positions. But great start for Menace, Max and Sam. They managed to get through it together. Max and Sam just avoid any sort of incidents at all costs, whereas some of the others don't. People go for moves when it's not on. And Arda up to 5th as well.
I'm looking at Lynx. He doesn't seem got damage from...
What's happened to V? No, Lynx has not. V-Robbie's gone a little bit wide there, and it's allowed Keza to get through. He had a poor exit coming out of that slow corner. Must have wobbled a bit. We mentioned in qualifying, it's so easy to wobble there. Yeah, Lynx has not got damage. We saw that. And yellow flag, and that is for KD. He really doesn't like racing the Champions League, does he?
No, he doesn't.
And look, Epic the Animal. He's again catching up to Sly Guy. Sly Guy knows what he's doing here because he's letting Epic the Animal catch up when he gets to the turn. Then he has to slow down. I think Tommy, KD, sorry, he's had another spin. He's called those tyres down quick. And then there we go. Sly Guy's too far in front. By the time we get this far, Lynx up to 13th, fastest lap from Sly Guy. This is an epic battle between Epic the Animal and Sly Guy for the race lead. This time round, though, will be DRS for Epic the Animal. In a couple of laps, though, these soft tyres of Epic the Animal will start to lose a bit of this freshness that they've got at the moment. They're at perfect temperature at the moment, I should imagine, and then perfect tyre wear for them as well. And the Alpines have had a good start, and Sam, I was just saying, he makes no mistakes ever, and now he's off. I'm sorry, Sam. And Enginada. Oh, side by side there. I went side by side there as sloppy seconds on Thursday. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Epic the Animal. Just fallen back a bit off Sly Guy. I think Sly Guy's using a bit of his deployment now, so he knows that DRS is going to be there. Oh, look, and Enginada. Great battle here for P5. Arda, of course, on the soft tyres. Anden challenging him, of course, and he's on the mediums. Anden, you want to be careful of the Alpine drivers behind on softs too. We'll go on board with Epic the Animal further in front though. And he's lost a little bit of time now after gaining a couple of attempts back. But Kezza's had a good start up in the P3. Great potential Kezza's got in this race. Sully's had a good start up to 10th as well. Now I think this time, I think Epic the Animal's just got a bit of room in the braking zone, so he can do what he wants a little bit more. He's not being told what to do by Sly Guy effectively in the braking zone. He did get a great exit, and Epic the Animal's got to be careful not to lose it. He's got the DRS, of course. He just isn't going to be close enough, is he? I don't think, to make a move in the turn 1. He's going to be close, but he's just not close enough. He goes to the outside. Is he going to go for it here? Epic the Animal's going around the outside. He's off the track, and he has to calm it back down to get back on. Sly Guy's still in the lead then. He's got the pace, and Sloth's getting past, and Engi's spun. And Engi's in the wall, and he might have rear damage from that. Back went into the wall, he might have rear damage, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it was contact with another car. We saw him very close to Arda, and Sloth wasn't too far behind. But yeah, looking back on the stream quickly, I'll quickly just have a look on the stream. And no, I didn't see any contact, it was just him going into the back of the wall. Go on, Dylan.
I'm going to say Sly Guy got good. Must position the car perfectly to held out Epic into turn 1, held on the position as well.
Yeah, Epic the Animal, that move was on, he just went round a bit wide. And Sly Guy's gone a bit wide there. Might have been a warning from him as well. If you can check the, if you could check the old race director, see if Sly Guy's got any warnings, and Epic the Animal as well. No, he hasn't. So he's got away with that one, which is good. So it's good that he's got away with it, because he ran wide. You don't gain time from it. And now Epic the Animal's got a good chance to gain, isn't he? He's going to go for it. He's going down the inside, and Sly Guy lets him through because he wants to DRS on the straight. And look at the good exit Sly Guy's got. Epic the Animal's almost had to back him up a little bit. This is powerful, this DRS down the straight, isn't it? And look at this. I don't think Epic the Animal's going to be able to do much about this. Sly Guy's going to go down the inside. Epic the Animal tries to fight it around the outside. I don't want that camera view, that's rubbish. They're side by side. Sly Guy spun. Sly Guy spun. Keza gets ahead of V Robbie. Sly Guy, I've got to say, that looked like Sly Guy's own doing. It looked like he went over that curb a little bit. I don't know if he feels he was pushed, but now look who's Sly Guy is right next to. It's Lynx, and Lynx will be sat there thinking, wow. I don't know if there's damage to Sly Guy, because he's going really slowly at the moment as well. He might have damage, you know. I'm not sure, but he's really struggling. Can't get a good angle.
Must be heating tyres as well.
Possibly. It's nearly gone a bit wide there as well. Just Sly Guy in a bit of trouble here, and Lynx is right behind him. Who'd have thought this? These two running 9th and 10th. And Lynx is going to try and send it round the outside. Or is Sly Guy just trying to hold Lynx up? But no, Sly Guy's gone wide. He's really struggling. Lynx going to try and get past him here. Hope they don't come together, but Sly Guy's keeping that position. So Lynx actually now will be getting a bit frustrated with Sly Guy holding him up, I think. And he's had to brake early as well. He must have some sort of damage. He goes wide. He's got damage, isn't he, Sly Guy? It's minor invisible damage. Invisible damage to us. I don't see where it might. It's just a little bit of that left front wing, I think. As Lynx is going to be under pressure now. Sly Guy will definitely try and get this move back. Don't forget, this is for the championship lead between these two. He's going down the inside. He's going for it as well. Can he turn in time? No, he can't. He uses Lynx car to turn in, and Sly Guy coming to the pits. Yes, he does. So Sly Guy's in the pits early on. Will it be hard to the end now for him? Do not rule him out, or will it be a two-stopper? It's a difficult track to overtake, even for Sly Guy. But yeah, it looked like he just bounced over this curb, which pushed him into Epic the Animal's car here. I don't think, from the initial look, it doesn't look like Epic the Animal's at fault for it solely.
No,
from what I saw anyway.
I think Epic were given plenty of space on the end to give
Sloth gets the penalty
Sly Guy on the inside.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Sly Guy turned a tad early. Bounced over that curb. Siege now going wide as well. Bounced over that curb and went into him. But we'll see. We'll see the footage end of the race. That'll be the best way to tell. But Epic the Animal now. 2.6 second lead. And for the first time in many weeks, it's in his hands now, isn't it? It's all in his hands.
It is.
And Lynx will be looking at gaining points on Sly Guy. We said it might take something like this for Sly Guy to happen for Lynx to win the title, just because of the form Sly Guy's on, winning the last 4 races. And he can still, don't get me wrong, if there's no safety car though, then Sly Guy will struggle to get anywhere near the podium. Obviously Lynx didn't get damage from his earlier. I was holding that for a while. Lynx didn't get damage from his earlier spin. And overall, Lynx is only about 7 or 8 seconds off this battle between Keza and V Robbie, which we are watching now. And V Robbie's got good pace, and he's backed off though. He's backed off, saving up his battery. Keza's saved up a lot of battery too. Epic the Animal can save it up now as well. Arda's a bit further back. But yeah, Keza and V Robbie, this is a very healthy battle as the Alpine switch. No, they don't switch. Sloth's gone into the wall, the same place Andenge did earlier. Immortal's not back in the session still, so yeah, he's definitely having problems. But yeah, Sloth in the wall, the same place as earlier. We saw Andenge go, and KD, no front wing now, spinning it around. Unfortunately, he's really not having a good time out of the take. He didn't on Thursday, did he either? I didn't see. I was in the race obviously, but he must have made some mistakes for where he finished. Keza 3 seconds off the lead. V Robbie putting a lot of pressure on. Look at V Robbie's battery. 100%. He's quicker. He's even quicker now, Willis.
He is.
I think Sloth just, I don't know if Sloth's got damage. I don't think he has, because he went in the rear. Might have rear damage possibly. But his tyres will struggle to cool down now from being 6 laps old.
And Keza is at 90 as well.
Yeah, Keza's okay, he's corner cutting. But yeah, they've both got a huge amount of battery. And Epic the Animal's not got the most, so can they put a charge onto Epic the Animal? That would be good to see. KD is in the pits again. Yeah, Epic
Epic
leads.
Epic is down to 40. He doesn't need to use ERS on the start-finish straight.
He doesn't. Oh, Sully.
No.
Siege on Hand Engine and Sully on DJ Death Dragon. This could be a good chance of making a move here. And these medium tyres, we mentioned Sully in a good place early on. I don't think he's going to be able to go for it, as he? No, he's not. He has to back off. So awkward here. I'd love that to be a bit wider, that first turn. And the straight a tad longer. And then you see a lot more people going for moves there. It's a lot of time. It's just a game of chicken. And I would definitely chicken out of a move there. I'd go for a lot of moves. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very aggressive side-by-side racer. I had a battle with Sloppy Seconds, I mentioned up here early, on Thursday. And but yeah, I certainly wouldn't be making a move in a turn one if it was dodgy or risky, because you're asking to be spun. Anyway, 3.3, and KD's got another 3-second penalty. Yeah, I think he might be lapped now actually. KD, unfortunately. Oh, and Sully, he's sliding there. Lynx might be able to gain up now and try and get the DRS off Sully, which will help him. And Lynx can win this race. I think. Oh, it's difficult. But this could be a straight battle between Sully, Lynx, and Epic, because of course Lynx and Sully on the medium tyres doing the medium soft will be quicker at the end of the race. And Sully on Death Dragon, look how close he's getting. He's not going to get close enough to make a move here, I don't think, unless DJ Death Dragon has a poor turn. But no, he's turned nicely there. Certainly won't be going for a lunge here. And Siege on Arda as well. Siege has had some great race pace today, which is good to see. After failing set of time in Q3, now he's closer. Sully's got a much better exit, and that's what's going to bring him ahead of DJ Death Dragon comfortably. Got a much better exit there. Low soft tyres are starting to go off a bit that DJ's on, and now I think Sully will close up to Arda and Siege. This will be difficult to pass, so obviously there's two cars, be a bit of a train. And V-Robbie and Kez are still battling out, and look at the deployment for V-Robbie. Oh, I tell you what, switching ABS off, that has worked for V-Robbie, that's for sure.
Yeah,
we know he's always been quick. He's always been very quick. But he's not seen it this season because he's made a lot of mistakes and things have gone against him in a lot of races. He got his first podium last week. Now he's switched ABS off. He's had the confidence to do that after that podium, and it seems to have worked wonders for him because he's really having a good battle. It was Kez who he was battling with in Russia, I think, as well, for many laps as well a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, it leads to a very evenly patched, and V-Robbie not even needing to use deployment. Of course, don't forget, V-Robbie is getting the DRS off the straight, so that does gain him a couple of tenths every lap, so maybe that's just saving his battery. Maybe that's where Kez is using his bit of battery just to keep him ahead.
I kind of thinking Robbie wants Keza to use his battery. That's Robbie wants Keza to use the battery as much as possible.
Forget, next few laps, these guys will be in the pits. It's a matter of when. It's going to be soft medium for all the top five. It's been a great race so far. Spins for the two leaders in the championship. Further down for P10. Sloth on these soft tyres trying to get back through on Andenge now. Both of them have had similar spins with their rears hitting into the wall just out as turn 2. And Sloth's going to get back past up into P10. And Sam's going to get past as well ahead of Andenge. Sneaky move there from Sam. Didn't even know that it was there. Good move there from Sam though. All three of these have had spins, haven't they, in this race? Sly Guy and Lynx have had spins. There's been damage for cars towards the back. Chalkers, Shadders, Nunda, Tommy and KD as Sly Guy sets past his lap of the race on hard tyres. Wow, he is pushing it, isn't he? He's going to the end of these hard tyres, and he's going to be gaining every lap. He's quickest driver on the track at the moment, even on hard tyres, so don't rule him out just yet, although he will want a safety car as Andenge gets a 3-second penalty. 3.5 seconds between the top two. V-Robbie's still gaining, still not using much of that battery, and Siege has not been able to get past Arda, and he's fallen back a bit now. Now Sully, he has caught up to Siege as we expected, and this has worked wonders for Sully. Siege falling back off Arda just because he can pick them off one by one now. Siege obviously would have had DRS to defend from Arda, and Lynx is going to get past DJ here by looks, but he's got to start using his deployment for that turn, otherwise he's going to have to back off, isn't he? He's going to have to back off, and he does, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't go for that, Lynx. Maybe he's just waiting for the DRS, and maybe he thought if he took that risky move there. And Keza comes in the pits then. So Keza's in the pits already. So maybe he's going to try and undercut Epic the Animal. And V-Robbie now will be using all that deployment. I'm telling you now. Oh, Sully's getting past Siege. V-Robbie using all of that deployment and possibly and be coming in next lap.
And Lynx
he
got
obviously can't
past
use it on the
DJ as
corners.
well.
Lynx did manage to get past DJ, yeah. We expect that to happen, and it has. So Lynx can now catch up to Siege as well. Sully can catch up to Arda as well. Sully and Lynx are in really good places. Lynx, what could have been without that spin, because you could say the same for Sly Guy. Arda's out! Arda's out! See, Alpha Tower, and that is gutting for Keza, because it's a safety car, isn't it? Keza and Sloth. Keza and Sloth. That is not good. And Lynx and Sully, that's not good either. They might have put hard tyres on now.
That's playing really Epic's hands.
That's come right into Epic's hands, and V-Robbie's. And Siege. Siege would be even better if he didn't just get past. And Sly Guy, of course, he's going to catch back up now. He'll probably pit and put mediums onto the end now, Sly Guy as well.
He will.
So, yeah, that's worked really well for Sly Guy. That's a shame, really, because that race was going really well. Unfortunately, Arla's just made a big mistake there. But Epic the Animal, V-Robbie will be in the pits. Now, do Sully and Lynx come in for softs? I came in on lap 12 for softs. Same thing happened on Thursday. Safety car came out. I came in on lap 12, put softs onto the end. There was another safety car later on as well, which helped with, preserve the tyre wear. But I still was quick enough to win the race from it. I was very slow at the end and close to losing it. But I think Sully or Lynx or Menace Max or Sam or Andenge will at least contemplate putting the softs on. Willingly going to have the bottle to do it though. Sully is in. Hards or softs. I would go for softs. I would absolutely go for softs. Don't forget the first couple of laps are going to be under the safety car, so there'll be a better position anyway. And someone's staying out. I thought someone was staying out anyway. It is soft tyres for Sully, and it's soft tyres for Lynx. Yep, and I think they've done the right thing. It'll be tough towards the end, but that's exactly what I'd have done as well. Exactly what I did do. Kezelen, obviously. Yeah, he's going to lose out. He needs to push now. He needs to push, try and get past these few cars. Can he get past Sully? Yes, he does just get past Sully. So, no change at all there. He's very lucky there, Keza, in a way. That he's not lost too much from that. Did really well to push on that straight, using his deployment to get past all those cars in the pits. Siege in P5. Yeah, Lynx and Sully need to try and make moves. This has really worked well for Sully. Sly Guy is in the pits, and he'll be 14th, so this is good for him. Obviously, he can close up. And Nunda coming into the pits now. Yeah, Sly Guy can obviously close up to the rest of the pack, and I'm sure he'll be making some moves. Will softs go to the end, same time splitter? Well, I'd say my race Thursday, mine did make the end in P1 as well, holding everyone up behind like 15 laps. But it was tough, and I was sliding towards the end as well, and I go nowhere near as quick as these guys do, so these might find it a little bit harder in terms of keeping it on the track the last couple of laps. But it's doable, but it's difficult. That's the phrase I'd use.
I reckon Sly Guy will be making up the order as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Because Mushroom is on the hards, so if Sly Guy get going on the safety car restart, he could be on the mission to get in the point scoring positions for him.
I don't know what Linda's doing here on the safety car. I think he might just had a spin, but yeah, absolutely. Sly Guy will be on the move. Chalker's not mentioned him much, down in 15th, approaching the halfway distance for this race. But Sully and Lynx on these soft tyres, obviously there's a few further back as well, but these two are the ones that really come into play for this race after that safety car. They will want to push, they'll want to try and get past V-Robbie and Keza. Lynx will definitely want to try and get past Siege. They'll want to eat all those sweeties from those tyres, won't they? But there'll be none left from the last couple of laps if they use them to overtake cars now. And Mushroom straight away to abandon those hards. I think he started mediums, didn't he, Mushroom? So he's just put more tyres on. I know he's going to come in for more mediums, and he's only going to lose a few places. And he'd have been overtaken by Sly Guy anyway. So, yeah, right move there from Mushroom.
Yeah.
Death Dragon in 7th though, on the optimum tyre to the end of the race as well. Not bad. Obviously he's going to be under pressure and the car's behind the softs at restart. But this is what I mean, the first 2 laps of the soft tyres under the safety car, when we cross the line to restart, it'll be lap 14. There's only 13 proper laps on the soft tyres. So it's not that bad. It's not a huge ask. It's definitely doable. I'd be surprised if somebody actually got a puncture from it. And yeah, Nimba's come back in the pits and put on old mediums to the end. I'd have rather fresh softs than old mediums, to be honest. But entertaining race so far. I'm sure the safety car will be in this lap. Or will it let KD catch up? Because KD, yeah, he's unlapped himself, isn't he?
KD.
Or is that, yeah, it's KD, so maybe it'll let him catch up. Might stay out another lap and be nice to him. And if it stays out another lap, that'll definitely help the soft runners as well. But obviously KD, he'll be struggling his softs if he does catch up, because he's been pushing on them now. But yeah, watch KD, he's actually doing some racing, so watch him trying to catch up to the pack. Nunda's doing the same as well on the medium tyres. Obviously the safety car will really slow down in sector 3 if it is coming in, so I think Nunda might be able to catch up. That's less than 27 seconds. That needs to update itself a bit, I think. There we go, it's rocketing down now. I think if the safety car's coming in, I think Nunda will make it. I think KD will be a few seconds off. Is it coming in? It's not said it's coming in yet.
No, it doesn't yet.
It'll be a late call for it. No, it's not coming in, is it? It's going to let Nunda and KD catch up to their delight, I'm sure. And yeah, I think Sully and Lynx will be really, I think that's what Dylan was about to say, Sully and Lynx, that has really helped, because that is just an extra lap. They get to look after their tyres. So that makes their decision. So far it's gone good for them, hasn't it? Yeah, if they put the hards on, you'd have been, well, not swallowed, of course, because it's difficult to have been overtaken here. I wouldn't have been a bad bet. I probably would have. Oh well. Oh, it's really difficult with it being a lap earlier. Because lap 11, it must have been tempting for at least one of those drivers that put the softs on to put the hards. Because if you keep track position for the first 6 or 7 laps, maybe lose 1 or 2 places, then you'll be a bit quicker. And Immortal's been passed by Sly Guy under the safety car. And that might give Sly Guy a 5-second penalty. And Chalker's now passing as well. You can't overtake him under the safety car. I know it's a ghost, but you can't do that. It's going to give you a 5-second penalty. But it gives him a 5-second penalty. It's not going to be removed. I think it's about to give Chalker's a penalty. Well, it's in the rules. You can't overtake the ghost under the safety car. And yeah, he's been given a 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flag.
And also, he didn't give in to Sly Guy.
He didn't give one to Sly Guy. No, I know it didn't. That's strange. Then again, that is just this game, isn't it? Shadows, stay behind him. Stay behind. Do not overtake him, because if you get a 5-second penalty, it ain't being removed. But yeah, it's going to be coming in this lap, surely. Long safety car this has been. But of course, it did let Nunda and KD catch up, I'm sure. Like we said, the soft runners will be very thankful because of it. Morton Shadows again having a bit of hokey pokey under the safety car. Yeah. Is it coming in there? It should say any second now.
It should be.
Whether it's coming in, I should hope it is. I've never seen a safety car go out for 4 laps in this game before. Surely Sly Guy should get a pen. No. Well, yeah, he's overtaking the ghost under the safety car, isn't he? Liam's just saying as well, safety car is coming in this lap though, isn't it? So, here we go then. Epic the animal. Backing him up, not too much though, he's not backing up too much. He's not falling back from that safety car. It's a really late call in, isn't it here? Now keep your eyes on Sully and Lynx, they'll be making places up very soon. And when's he going to go? Oh, he's still not gone, still not gone. He's gone now. He's gone now. And Keza, I think, has been caught a little bit. He was caught by me the other day. And Lynx getting past Siege, he's got to give it back because it was before the line. And now Lynx is going to be under pressure from DJ. DJ's going on the inside. They're 3 abreast here. Look, DJ's going to go on the inside. He's going to have to back off, and he does back off. And now he's under pressure from Sam as well. Can Sam make it stick round the outside? What a move from Sam Swift. Fantastic move round the outside. DJ, Death Dragon. He saw that gap and he went for it. And that could be a nomination for overtake of the season. Sam Swift, Ninja. What a move on Death Dragon. Those soft tyres, making them work. But yeah, Lynx got too good a restart and overtook Siege too early. Pointless using the deployment here because he won't be getting past Siege anytime around these couple of corners in the Degners. But there's an opportunity if Lynx gets a good exit to go for a bit of a dive down the inside here. He might, you know, he might go down the inside. He does go, he thought about it. And he's got a good exit as well. Siege has gone a bit too deep. And now Lynx is going to have a really good run here. And I think Lynx is going to make this move. Siege on the inside. He's going to have to back it off, and he does. And Sly Guy, what's gone here? Sly Guy's off. Oh. Sly Guy's off. And he's got no front wing. Sly Guy's got no front wing. So it's gone from bad to worse for Sly Guy. He completely backs off, and that's him out of the points now. Him and Sloth were just off in the gravel. I don't know what happened there. They're both racing along in the gravel. Sly Guy with no front wing. That's a strange one. I'm sure Sly Guy will be getting that in instant report later on.
Definitely.
I don't think Sly Guy's actually reported had any instance on his
Sully
end.
has a great run on
We've got
Keza.
Sully here, look, down the inside. And he gets past Keza on those soft tyres. Sully's in a fantastic place. He's just got to look after those tyres, and Sam's getting past Siege as well. Sam up to P6. I don't think Silly Sly Guy's had much go against him this season in terms of instance. He's been reported for a couple of himself. Hence the ban he had last week in France. He had one with Sloth as well. But yeah, it just looked like Sloth, I don't know if Sloth just drove him off in the gravel. I'm pretty sure he didn't, but it might have been another car there on the inside, but that was a strange one, that. And yellow flag, and that's for Sloth himself. I think Sloth might have rear damage, but Sloth is gone.
Yeah, it does.
Spinning around. Yeah, Sloth has really been struggling late, hasn't he? Yeah. Epic the Animal then. Pulling away for the start, and Sloth has gone again, isn't he? Spinning again, just got to calm that. Yeah. Calm that car. He's an experienced racer. Calm the tyres down, just drive it round slowly for the next sector or so. And then catch and slowly start to get it back up. Epic Animal went a little bit wide there. What's it like in terms of warnings for the top 4 or 5?
Epic got one warning.
One warning for Epic.
One warning must have been contact on lap 1. Sully got 2.
Oh, Sully, yeah, especially on those soft tyres as well towards the end. Penalty might come into it for him, but he's doing really well. Yellow flag and Sloth. Oh, Sloth's crashed out now. Chalker's getting passed by Shadows. Hopefully it doesn't bring out a safety car. Someone just driving around at the back, and Lynx on Keza. Lynx easily gets past Keza up into P4. Yeah, another DNF for Sloth. I don't know how that came about. Well, I think he had rear damage, but I don't know how the incident came about that he had with Sly Guy, because it appears he's got damage from that, unless he had damage early on from that shunt into the wall. But Sully and Lynx looking good, aren't they? Yellow flag. Has Andenge gone? Yeah, Andenge has gone again. Same drivers spinning and spinning. Calm the hell down. Andenge is off.
Watch out for them curves.
Chalker's in the pits as well. I think Chalker has been spinning again. Sly Guy might try and get him out of the pits here. A little battle for P17. But yeah, Epic. It's been consistency. It's been the same drivers spinning over and over again today.
It does.
Calm head. That's exactly what Epic the Animals had today. He's been the lead ever since he got ahead of Sly Guy. V Robbie in second. Been there pretty much the whole race, hasn't he? Looking really, really good. And the longer he can keep Sully and Lynx behind, the better it's going for him. On those tyres, Sully and Lynx, few laps, they're going to start to struggle. Last couple of laps towards the end, I think Keza will be really trying to push back up for that podium. Yeah, Lynx will be wanting to get past Sully himself now. On the same strategy, of course. Yeah, if Lynx can get past Sully, I'm sure he'll fancy himself for trying to get ahead of V Robbie. With Sly Guy being out of the points, and well, like I say, if a safety car comes out now, or in the next few laps, as Lynx sets the fastest laps, yeah, he is pushing those soft tyres, isn't he? We'll have 3 races to go after this one, so if Lynx can get a good finish here, a really good finish, Mushroom being overtaken by Tommy on the straight, let's say second. I think second's probably the best Lynx can hope for as it currently is going with the pace of Epic the Animal. 18 points to Sly Guy's none, and that will. Let's have a quick look at the standings. What would that do them?
That would be doing Lynx a world of
23. It'd be 23 points with 3 races left to go. So Lynx could then afford just to finish second to Sly Guy for the last 3 races. If Lynx got second in this race and Sly Guy didn't get points, he could afford to let Sly Guy win the last 3 and Lynx just be second. That's if Lynx gets second and Sly Guy doesn't get any points. So yeah, maybe Lynx, as much as he'll want to be cautious, he knows that Sly Guy is still the one with the pace and the consistency at the moment, despite today's wobble. So, yeah, I think Lynx will definitely try to go for this, and especially with the pace of Sully right now really starting to die off, isn't he? Or is he just saving the tyres?
He's going for it, he's going for it.
He's got to. He had so much speed, he couldn't back out of that one. Sully does have to back out of it. Sully, of course, will have the DRS, but Keza will be wanting positions off both of these towards the end of the race. And V Robbie, I've got to say, oh, Sully nearly getting a warning there. I've got to say, V Robbie's kept within Epic the Animal's DRS, hasn't he? He's used a lot more battery though, isn't he? He didn't use much battery towards the beginning of the race. He's used a lot now to keep up with Epic the Animal, but it's kept in the DRS range, and that could win him a back-to-back podium for V Robbie. Really, really happy to see him up there yet again, consistently now. Menace Max And DJ Death Dragon have a bit of a battle
Good
out.
battle. Oh.
Death Dragon trying to get it back off Max of what Sam did to him. Oh, I've gone to the wrong car. Max swooping around the outside, keeps position. DJ Death Dragon incredibly consistent, isn't he? He's looking good for that P9. Few seconds ahead of Shatters. Yellow flag is for, is it? Yes, KD.
KD.
He might have rear damage. He just keeps spinning. Keeps spinning in the Champions League, KD. Can we go on board with Lynx? Well, there we go. I'm on board with Lynx right now. But on board with Lynx, Chalker's had a spin now. Yeah, same drivers just spinning constantly. Not sure what the problems are. And Chalker's, he's now, I don't know how he's just crashed out, but he's out. And KD's crashed out as well. Virtual safety car. But I don't... it's a full safety car. Full safety car. It's the same people just keep spinning every race. It must get. It's really frustrating because you got people towards the top making no mistakes whatsoever, and you got the same people just spinning like they're at some sort of disco. Nearly every race. Yeah, we are. So on board with Lynx. Will he come in the pits? I'd stay out at this point. Oh, he's coming in. Well, Sully's saying, "Oh, Lynx, what's he done?" I can't believe he's just come in.
That could ruin Lynx's race.
You got to stay out, trap position here. I can't believe Lynx has just done that. And a couple more pitting behind, so he won't lose too much. I think he'll be ninth. He'll be ninth, so it's not the end of the world.
Especially around this track. Track position. Track position is literally king around here.
Well, Anden has gone flying through him all. He's just overtaken them all, so he's going to get a penalty for that, Andenge. Yeah, you've got to let him through, Andenge.
There you go.
There's been some very questionable driving tonight. Not so much, not side by side, but just individually. I think poor's the word. KD can't catch a break. He can't catch a spin either. He's not had the best time in Japan this week, has he, unfortunately. But yeah, Champions League as well. KD's really struggling. We should switch, KD. You can commentate on me spinning instead. I'll be well up for that. For the next 2 races anyway, and I'll commentate on the last one. Be happy to make that deal. Absolute violation, saying Con. Yes. And it's really frustrating, the amount of safety cars. I know this game's a lot harsher with the curbs and things like that, but you know, it doesn't. I know he's a lot quicker than me as well in the Champions League, a lot quicker than some of the drivers, so the limits are a lot finer as well. But I would just much rather you stay off the curbs altogether. Just be consistent. That's what I mean. Look at, you know, the amount of points Vintage gets, say in ALR, and Vintage gets points in League 2. He's not one of the quickest drivers in there. He keeps the car on the track. And he doesn't spin. That's what I mean. If his tyres were, if same as Max, look, he always gets points. He's not one of the league quickest drivers. He's very quick, don't get me wrong, but he's not one of the league quickest drivers. He's always in the points. If he's at a point for his tyres are overheating for some reason, he'll take a lap or two, go in slowly to cool them down. He won't just instantly fight. It's just, some people just have the instinct in the head. Oh, with the car there, I need to fight this. It's just, those ones with the cool heads win races. I know Sly Guy's not had the best of races today, but when you speak to him in the interviews, he's just so cool and calm, and that's why he's as good as he is. It's not so much physical in terms of what you're doing with your hands and your feet on the wheel and the pedals, but yeah, so much of this is your attitude towards it and how you're going to drive, and that is why we do see, I think, the same situations with some people. And the same situations, like I say, the good situations, including Max, who's just in the points every race. I bet Max will spin out now next lap and crash. What's the chances of that? 100%.
Most likely you just said that because of the commentator curse.
Chalkers decide to be a hero turn 1, saying KD, get your footage in. Get your footage in, and we'll have a look at it. But, yeah, like I say, when seats are up for grabs next season, there are some with question marks over them, I think it's safe to say. But overall, I've got to say, this has been a fantastic race for side-by-side racing. As we've seen, Sully's been absolutely fantastic. V-Robbie, Epic the Animal's been dominating out in front. Keza and Sam been fantastic. Siege, Max, Shadows, Lynx had that spin early on. We don't think it was his fault, but he's recovered well. I'm really surprised that he pitted. Track position is so key here. Obviously, you look at his tyres and everyone else ahead of him, and there's a big advantage. But when you think Sly Guy's now 16th, Sly Guy will get past those Ferraris in no time, and then Lynx has got to try and push past two. There's definitely going to be not as big a gap, I think, between Lynx and Sly Guy as there would have been before. Sly Guy, I think, has got another chance of getting good points now if he can make some overtakes. Again, it's a late call. Safety car is coming in this lap.
I'm going to say Sam got one warning.
Sully then on these soft tyres. Now, these soft tyres off the start might have a bit more grip, but they will soon die off, and the safety car obviously helps them in terms of cooling down. Exact same as what happened on Thursday this race, really. Sly Guy and Nunda again having a bit of argy-bargy, aren't they? But the animal's going to leave it late again, and he's gone.
He is.
And he's not really caught V-Robbie, has he? But he's got enough of a distance, hasn't he? They've all got just enough of a distance. Lynx already getting past his teammate, and his teammate obviously not fighting that too hard. And they're all contact there. Look at this. Andenge goes, oh, and Andenge, I don't know what. He's just completely reared Tommy off in the track, sticking the car into a battle where there's a car either side. Tommy's off now and into last. That was poor. V-Robbie then on Epic the Animal. Will this change? Will that battle change? Lynx already getting it past Menace Max. Sly Guy's made 2 positions already, getting ahead of Nunda now, and he's got Mushroom right in front. Can he get past as soon as possible though? Lynx needs to get past these cars, because I tell you what, a couple of laps, Sly Guy's going to be right behind him, and Immortals, oh yes, it's Ghost, isn't it, of course, already.
Yeah,
Sly Guy up to 13th, Lynx has got to get past. And again, he got Siege here early, didn't he? He's going to go for it again on Siege, gets a lovely exit there, lovely exit from Lynx, yet again, no spinning at all, and again he overtakes Siege, absolutely identical move as to what we saw earlier between those two. I don't think Siege will be fighting that one too hard. Siege will be trying to keep that 7th though.
Lynx might go for a podium right now. He actually might get a podium.
Lynx
The
can
rate
get
he's
a
going.
podium. He definitely can. But it could have been. I think it could have got second. Possibly, I think it could have got second if he stayed out. Sly Guy getting past Mushroom. I don't think Mushroom's fighting that one too hard. Sly Guy there on Andenge, just being patient and hanging back, isn't he? Got to be careful around Andenge though.
Oh,
what's gone on?
Perfect run on
Today,
Sam.
I think might have rear wing damage. And Lynx on Sam, he's got a perfect run around the outside. Lynx going to make that move. Sly Guy getting past Andenge and gets that move done as well. Sly Guy's up into 11th. This is what I mean, for every move Lynx makes, Sly Guy's making one too. It'll get to a point, Lynx will stop making moves because there won't be many cars more to overtake, and Sly Guy won't stop making moves. He'll keep getting past. He's about to get past DJ as well. He's going to go for a very adventurous move, I think, around the outside here as well, and he goes for it, and he's going to get the move done. Look at that from Sly Guy. He's up in the P10, and there we go. And soon Lynx will be seeing his car, Sly Guy's car in his rear mirrors.
This is what Lynx doesn't want to hear, that
Shadows.
because Sly Guy
Shadows will be trying to hold him up, that's for sure. Shadows, but Sly Guy's complete. What can you do about that? What can Shadows? There's nothing Shadows could do about that. He's been run wide a little bit by Sly Guy, but he can't defend against that. Lynx managed to get past Keza. He's got to close up to Sully now. So maybe it was the right choice from Lynx overall. He's really done a good job getting through the field, and maybe there was nothing he could have done either way. And maybe Lynx feels he wants to go for the win, because now he's got a great chance at it. I might be shut up here.
He definitely has.
But it just, like I say, going by my strategy on Thursday, it's best for me to stay out. And Sam on Keza here. This would be a surprise if Sam can make a move here on these old soft tyres. Keza's just about got it, hasn't he? Sam's going to have to back off there. But he's focused on getting a good exit, which he has got as well. He could have a good run here at Keza. Down the straight, DRS now enabled. Epic the Animal and V-Robbie, the gap is still about the same. Sully's really closing up though. Sly Guy fastest lap of the race in 9th. And it's just not enough, is there? He's going to have to back out of this, Sam. And he does, yeah. Sly Guy has stopped gaining positions this lap. He's got Max in front now. Siege and Sam and then Keza all on the older tyres. And then it is Lynx after those 4, isn't it? Oh, and Max has gone a bit funny there, and Sly Guy's got him. Sly Guy's got him. Up in the P8 now for Sly Guy. Now Lynx in front has got Sully. Sully would love this podium. Sully's not had the best of the season, but he really had a good result last week. And we know he's got the pace and the potential. No penalties going to come into this. Anden's got like 5... is that 5-second one for Andenge? No, it's a 3-second one he's got. But, yeah, no 3-second penalties anywhere either.
And bear in mind, Sully got 2 warnings as well. So
yeah, he has, of course.
Sully,
a lot of position, got third.
So Sully must be on walking in tight ropes, especially with Lynx behind.
And he's still catching V-Robbie. This is what I mean, his tyres are still quicker. Lynx could be in the lead by now, I think, if he stayed out. But it's the last couple of laps. What will Sully and Sam's tyres be like? Sly Guy on Siege now. I can't see Siege keeping him behind for too long. It's been a great recovery drive this from Sly Guy, although a lot of people haven't fought it too hard sensibly as well. I don't think I'd be fighting Sly Guy.
He's going for it.
He will go for it. Really deep. Look at that. How does he brake so late and then manage to keep it on the track? Ridiculous. He's up in the 7th now. Lynx and Sully really closing up to this battle. It's just a DRS train between a top 4 now, and Sly Guy will be on the back of it in no time. 3 laps left.
He will.
He's got to get past Keza and Sam though, and Handenge getting past DJ. Don't know if DJ's gone a little bit wrong there or what, but one more move from Sly Guy, and Lynx will see him on his dashboard up towards the top. Mushrooms letting Nunda through. Is he going to go for a move here? I think Sam's just getting out of the way of Sly Guy. He knows he's not worth fighting. And there we go. Yeah. Sly Guy turns in behind Keza now. This is too far back to make a move.
He's going for it, Lynx.
Oh, Lynx has gone for it. Has he gone for it? Lynx has gone for it on Sully. And Lynx has got better grip, hasn't he? Has he got more purchase? He likes making moves here. He's just not be able to do it. No, he's not, and that's going to really cost time down to Keza. Keza's going to start gaining. But will Sly Guy be in front of Keza before Lynx is in front of Sully? If Lynx gets in front of Sully, Lynx getting a much better exit on Sully, isn't he? He's going to be able to get it here, isn't he? Sully's going to run a bit wide. Lynx has got to go for it. He's running out of deployment though. He's not be able to get it done here, is he? He's going for it.
Sully using the overtake.
Sully's going to have to push him off a bit. Sly Guy's getting past. Lynx trying to get past. Oh, this is fair and scary here. Lynx down the inside in the braking zone. Sully tries to fight on the outside. Lynx, what a fantastic move. And Keza and Sam fighting. Sam gets through as well. Now, next up for Sly Guy in 5th is his teammate Sully. 2 laps left. Top 2
I think Sully will let Sly Guy go.
Oh, obviously, he definitely will. He definitely will. But Lynx, can he close up and get that second off V-Robbie? Epic the Animal, not mentioned too much. He's leading the whole race since he got it early on. But Sly Guy in 5th. He'll be closing up to his teammate now. I'm sure if he gets close enough, Sully will let him have the position and let him then attack Lynx, his title rival. That safety car really wasn't needed for Lynx, because that's really helped Sly Guy catch back up. Even still, it's given us a fantastic spectacle to watch these last few laps. Sly Guy just pushing his way through some absolutely unbelievable overtakes, which I'm sure Dylan will be looking through this stream and clipping as well. We saw the Sam and is Sully letting Sly Guy here through here? No, he's not. We saw the Sam one around the outside of DJ into turn 2. That's one that needs to be clipped, and I think a couple of Lee Sly Guy ones could be done as well. They've been absolutely fantastic. Not really seen much of Sly Guy overtaking this season. The France was relatively easy because it's all straight, but he's not really been towards the back at a track like this. And Sully weaving. Is that to say he's going to let him pass? Not too sure. So. Is he going to let him through though?
No,
he's going to wait until the straight, I think. Going to give him the DRS. Lynx not close to the V-Robbie. Epic the Animal. He's going to start the last lap of the race, and there we go. Sly Guy does get through ahead of Sully. Sly Guy's got 1.7 seconds to catch up and then make the overtake. And V-Robbie, look at V-Robbie on the back of Epic the Animal. If Epic the Animal makes a mistake here, V-Robbie is right there. Don't rule him out. This is a battle for the lead, which we've not been watching at all the whole race really, because it's just been the same old every lap. Nothing's gone on between them. But this has been a fantastic race either way from both of these. And the Lynx is right on the back, and I'd love to have seen a couple more laps. And Lynx and Sly Guy, I'm sure would have loved to have seen a couple more laps as well, because they want more on the P3 and P4, don't they? Sully's going to take a great P5. Great race this for Alfa Romeo nonetheless. And Mercedes as well, another great race for them. What I don't want to see is to lag out the leader right now. He's just got see that red connection bar on him. Don't want to talk it up, but he's had it all race, I think, anyway. And he's been absolutely fine, but we've not been on board with him. And no need to. And V-Robbie's, he's a second back now. Epic the Animal's got this, hasn't he? Has V-Robbie got P2 though? I should think he has. Lynx has got no deployment left. And Sly Guy is just... Well, Sly Guy's also got no deployment left. Anyone else too far back to challenge? Sam Swift. Sam Swift's tyres have completely gone. Kezza's going to go up the inside and he backs out. He has to back out. And now Siege might be able to put him under pressure, but no, that's all done. And what else is all done? Epic the Animal, who wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Fantastic race. V Robbie with an absolutely phenomenal podium in P2. Lynx in third. Sly Guy takes fourth and the fastest lap. So, only 2 points difference between them, and what at one point looked like it could be huge. Sully in fifth. Fantastic result for the Alfa Romeo. Sam in sixth. Oh, I'll look for them all again in a second. But at one stage it really looked like Lynx had gained a lot of points on Sly Guy, but then that safety car, because of some crashes towards the back, helped Sly Guy and rescued him after an incident between him and Sloth, which looked incredibly bizarre. I'm sure we'll see something in the report for that later on. But yeah, it was a crazy race. It was a late one as well, of course, because of the restart, but really, really enjoyable. There's something going on everywhere. I'll take it back. It's a great track to commentate on. Pity we had as many safe cars as we did, because I think there were a few spins that could have been avoided. But anyway, going through the rest, yeah, Sly got that fastest lap, comfortably fastest lap. 13 points for him then, 15 for Lynx, really close between them. Epic the Animal, right up there yet again. V Robbie second, Lynx in third. We'll get them all in the party in a second, that top three. Yeah, Keza got 7th, Siege got 8th, Max in the points in 9th, and Shadows gets a point as well.
Hey.
It's great to see Shadows up in the points. Death Dragon unfortunately just missed out. I don't know what happened to him towards the end. He lost a lot of pace. Great race in St Albert. Was a fantastic race. Sheet I am saying Mushroom. P12 right in the battle as well. To be in a battle with some of these is something, let alone trying to get points with them. Nunda saying questionable driving today. I think that's it. Well, I've said many words. I think questionable is probably a sensible one to use from Nunda. I'm sure there's a few others that we're saying that as well. Whatever Nunda thinks is questionable, you've got to put an instant report. Like I say, it's the only way things will get better and solved, is if you stick it into a report and it can be dealt with. We're going to get the top three in. Oh, really enjoyed that race. See what Lynx has to say about that collision early on as well.
Lynx and Sly Guy making up the order, which is great to see.
Yeah, it was absolutely, that's brilliant to see between those two. But yeah, like I say, Sully's not had many great races this season, but again, consistency now, 2 in a row for him. Really good to see from him. He's getting right towards the top again. Hopefully he can make every race now to the end of the season as well. It's so important keeping that consistency, making every race as well. If you're sporadic and you're not making them all, it is hard to keep it going. Gavin in the comments as well, I think he enjoyed that one. He'd have enjoyed it even more if he was racing it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, obviously, Sully, it was 5th last week for Sully as well. So yeah, Alfa Romeo really getting that team going again now, aren't they? Been joined by all three in the commentary box, starting with, well, it's been, hang on, how long's it been? I think it's been good 4 or 5 weeks since I spoke to Epic the Animal. He had a good run of being on the podium for a few weeks, and the last few weeks is a bit of bad luck again for him, but what a way to bounce back with a win for Epic the Animal.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah, the last few weeks have sucked. Like, I've had a lot of horrible luck in league racing. I'm only in 2 leagues, and both leagues have just went horribly. But turned it around today. Had a good race this morning. Picked up this win here. I mean, I hate to see what happened to Sly Guy. I'm going to reserve comment until I see his side. I'm pretty confident I left enough room, but at the same time, I want to see the other half.
That's what we said. That's what we said from the view we had. But then again, we did say we've got to wait to see what he says.
But regardless, like, even if it was clean on my side, you still don't like to win it that way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
Like, no. For it to be a fight up there. But after that, like, yeah, I knew there was going to be safety cars because I was leading. And like I always say, you know there's going to be a safety car if I'm leading. And I underfueled the car anticipating safety cars, so I was kind of hoping for it.
Perfect. Yeah, that'd probably be...
I think the only thing that... Yeah, I was going to say, I think the only thing that didn't go right for me today was the grid start. I just didn't get enough heat into the rear tires like an idiot because I didn't want to wear my softs too much. So I focused more on not wearing the softs on the formation lap that I did get in the proper temperature. And I got a really bad start because, like, usually I get awesome grid starts, and I couldn't even get past solely on medium, so I got a horrible start. That was like the only thing I'm disappointed about. But anything else, yeah, it was pretty perfect today. Feels good to get another win on the board, and hoping to make this more of a regular occurrence if luck can go my way.
Absolutely, and of course next season will be even more difficult. Back to the Sundays and more top drivers in there. We're sure you'll be one of the names in there. Just quickly though,
Hell yeah.
as you say, you normally when you're leading have a safety car, so you underfueled the car. When you got to about lap 11, you've seen there'd been no incidents behind. Were you worried that you're going to run out of fuel? And the one time that you're leading, there'd be no safety car.
I, I was worried, but I wasn't even thinking about saving fuel yet. I was only gonna save fuel with like when I got to like lap 20. I wasn't too worried about that. But yeah, with that now in my last month of league racing, there's been 11 safety cars when I've been leading and 0 when I'm not.
Crazy.
Okay.
You jinx. You
Crazy.
jinx. Anyway, Epic the Animal again. Hope to see you. Well, hope to hear from you again next week. But yeah, I think the focus for you, obviously, trying to get that third place, and then it goes on to next season. Start from scratch, making every race. I'm sure you'll be one of the challenges up there. But yeah, good luck, and we'll see you next week, mate. And moving on to P2. Wow, 2 weeks in a row, no ABS. What a result for you, Robbie.
Yeah, man. Well, what can I say? I mean, going into this race, I didn't think my pace was going to be good. No ABS and everything, but actually I had a pretty good qualifying. That was my PB right there. So going into the race, I just tried to stay top three, and then obviously that thing with Lynx happened. I don't know. I have to re-watch it, but I thought I had enough space, and with Lynx fighting for the championship, I didn't think he was going to go for it. But yeah, from then on, it was just saving the RS tires, and then yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I've seen a pretty straightforward race from you, really. I mean, you had a good battle early on between second and third, but then once you're behind Epic the Animal into second place, it was relatively straightforward for you, and you're saving a lot of deployment we saw towards the beginning of the race as well. Was that tactical, or you just didn't feel like getting past?
I didn't think about the safety cars. I thought there was not going to be many, but yeah, I tried to save them for the last few laps because I know how strong DRS and the slipstream down the back straight can be. So I tried to defend Sully and Lynx, but yeah, one more lap and Lynx probably would have got me.
Yeah, as well, lucky the safety car came in when it did for you, because I think we have seen one more lap. If it came in a lap earlier, that would have been a lot closer towards the end. But again, congratulations to V Robbie's second podium of the season, second podium in a row. Can he make it hat-trick next week? Thanks for joining us, mate. And then we go on to Lynx as well. P3, I'm sure, like I say, it's another podium. Podium number 10 for Lynx is an incredible record, more than anybody else in the league. But I'm sure you'll be a bit disappointed that it wasn't more, and especially with that late safety car, which got Sly Guy to where it got to.
I mean, I actually really enjoyed that last safety car because my race was just so bad. Like, I was on the mediums, and then the safety car came out exactly where you don't want the safety car to come out with the mediums, so I had to either go to the hards or just stretch the softs. And there was no way I was going to hards, so I knew I had a recovery drive after the spin. And then when that safety car came out, I was with a party with Slago and Chulkers. When Chulkers crashed, I was just thanking him because I was able to just get a fresh set of softs. And then
How much did you pay him?
I didn't pay him at all. I mean, that's undisclosed, but we'll continue. But yeah, I got those fresh softs, and then I just went for it. I didn't even care if I got damage from a stupid dive or anything. I knew I needed to make positions, and yeah. And then at the start, it was crucial for me to get ahead of at least one of the soft runners, either if Epic messed up his start or Robbie not getting the best launch, and he didn't, and I was side by side. And then that inside curb you just don't want to touch, and then so I tried to leave him enough room to not touch that curb, but I got spun, but it probably wasn't his fault, and I can't touch that inside curb, so it was probably a racing incident. But I guess it made the race a bit more exciting with me trying to fight back. But yeah, it was a fun race, but it shouldn't have been that hard. But it's another podium, I guess, and now the two races where I know I'm going to struggle with so much, so I'm just going to try and get a good result and just see what happens in Brazil.
Yeah, of course. Well, you gained another 2 points on Sly Guy. You got the fastest lap as well, say, but in the standings now it is 7 points. So, like I say, if Sly Guy wins the next race and you get second, it's all level. So at least it does give you a little bit of leeway, but it's incredibly tight margins. Thank you to all three of the podium sitters for joining us again. Yeah, incredibly tight margins. 3 races left to go. 7 points between the top two, but it's Epic the Animal wins tonight. It's third place in the standings, and yeah, again a fantastic race here in Japan. See you tomorrow for League One and League Two, and then next week where we are in, is it Canada? I think.